next to it. Oh shit.
What?
It started up your YouTube.
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, guys, I'm trying to figure out how to do a live stream. Please bear with me. There we go. This stream starting soon screen my niece Maddie made for me, and I love it. Hey, Steffi Joe. What do I click?
What?
Well, I'm trying to. I don't need OBS up anymore, do I?
Yes.
Oh God, how am I gonna keep up with chat? There's so many buttons.
Right there on the side.
Well, but I can't scroll there, and I'm not good at keeping up with chat, so I need to be able to scroll. Okay, so I click this, and I go there, and then I click on this. Pop out chat. Oh, and then I go do that to the YouTube as well. So that's streaming already. To the right, other right. Sorry, babe. Pop out chat. Oh my God, I'm figuring it out. Thank you so much for your help, honey. And then I can just go like this, right? Oh yeah. We got to make sure it's in live chat.
Now.
So many buttons. Hey, Deb.
About to click a button, it's going to make your pop-ups go away.
Oh no. Well, can I? Okay. I understand.
Okay. Well, come take your food.
Oh yeah. Okay, you guys. Trigger warning. I'm eating pizza. So if you're like me and you've got your 3 p.m. hungies, prepare yourselves. It's 2-day-old pizza from the fridge.
Not delivery. It's 2-day-old from the fridge.
It's not delivery. It's 2 days old from the fridge. So what do I click now? I click this. Look at us go! And Randy is going to be helping us today. I was supposed to eat this earlier. I'm sorry. My lunch is running late. It's so professional, I know. But Randy and I, and by Randy and I mean mostly Randy, just spent, I'm going to set that there for just a moment. Randy's doing little sound effects. I threatened you, and I mean it. I will mic you up. Gulp. Randy just spent like at least the last hour solid getting this set up to where I can do this from this desk, which is my new standing desk that he got for me. So I'm very, very excited, and thank you to everybody who has purchased things from our website, our online store, because y'all made me getting this desk possible. So hey Bobby, hey Julia, hey Bodega, hey Would You Know? Oh my God, it's been ages. Also, I have to be careful not to shake the desk too much or it's going to shake the cameras. Darn, going to miss the live stream. Hope you have a great time and enjoy those moments of creativity. Oh, What You Know? I hope y'all have a fantastic day. We miss you and think of y'all often. I'm actually designing a little fairy scene with some of the tea sets that you sent me. Thank you. I'm very pleased with it. And the coolest thing, you guys, I guess we got to test this out sooner rather than later. Why? Because my back hurts. I'm going to stand. And also, if it's terrible about shaking everything, I want to go ahead and make everybody seasick. Here comes the pizza. Okay. We have a standing desk, and it's amazing. Okay. Yay, pizza. Oh, hey, Anika. How are all y'all doing today? Randy and I are going to be making a whole bunch of earrings. And the first thing I'm going to be starting with, the first thing I'm going to be working on is picking out some beads. Oh, no, thank you, honey. Uh-oh. Oh, you already put them away, didn't you?
Yeah, that was last week.
I'm going to show everybody all the earrings that we had made. It was a bunch, but we already put them in with the inventory. So the materials that we're using today are a variety of head pins. My favorite size of head pin to use is around like 2 inches. So just to let you know what size I'm working with, though my favorite are these stainless steel 2-inch ball pins. You're a stainless steel ball pin that we had gotten on Amazon. Oh, honey, can I have some of that? You make it, the milk sound so good. That's so manipulative. He's over here. I told him I didn't want any milk, and then he's going like drinking it, going, and I know how good. I'm one of those. I guess I'm nasty, but I like milk and pizza together.
Why is that nasty? It tastes good.
Well, you and I are both
You don't
nasty,
just
I
dip your
suppose.
pizza into
You
the
mean you
milk?
don't dip your pizza directly into milk? I'm going to be making pizza all night long. About to head to work now. Ah, I bet you make super good pizza. Doing okay, says Bodega. Sinus headache is kind of bugging me at the moment. Oh no, those suck. Those suck. Hey Hawk, we got the brochure and your very nice note. Thank you so much for sending those. I think we're gonna go and check out Sequoia Falls, just in person, just to make sure and see. But it's gorgeous. So thank you for going through the trouble of sending that to me. Sorry, I just realized I've still got paint underneath my fingernails, so I'm cleaning that up before people go into the comments and yell at me for being nasty. Hey Al, hey Michelle. I see you've got your green on today. I do. Oh, I haven't pinched you yet, honey. Yeah, can I have some before I pinch you? Get swifty. Thank you. All right, we are using two. Also, this is not a tutorial, if you hadn't noticed. It's just a Craftium Hangout. We're using 2-inch head pins. We're using stainless steel ear hooks, which my favorite are the ones that are not pinched and don't have the little spring and ball. I like a very, very plain ear hook. So we're going to be using those. We also have, these are just some other like kind of cheapo Amazon. Like I would not rebuy these. They're good quality, but the pin itself oftentimes is not centered well. And it's also just kind of large for using with more delicate beads. So, but for every material, there is a time. So I'll show you guys how we choose different head pins for different earrings. And then I'm using 18 gauge, 1/8 inch bright aluminum jump rings to join things together. Just because I think it's a style. It's something I like to do. I'm not being like, it's my trademark jump ring, but I like the way that it looks, and it's our favorite way of connecting stuff. And so when 20 years from now we look back, we'll notice, we'll be like, mid 2020s right there. We were really into using jump rings to attach things. So it's just something I'm enjoying right now. Ooh, empty bead organizer, because that's always handy. And then we are also using this like platinum or antique silver tone. I don't know what they call it. Oh, you're getting Z-Dog his chair? Oh, you're such a sweetie, baby. So the whole fam's in here. Ember's holding the couch down here behind me. Z-Dog, come on up, big boy. No, that's my pizza. I might give you some later. Yeah, in his chair. And then me and Randy. Hey, Tesha, how's it going? Happy St. Patrick's Day. Have a great time. Bye, Witch and Gnome. Hey, Andrea. Okay. I'm so like scattered today, you guys. Steffi Jo says she's doing great. Oh, that's so good. Okay. And then, yeah, these lolly beads. So we have those, and we have these silicone earbacks. Which does anybody sell earrings without an accompanying silicone earback? Like, I've always been afraid to do that. But we also use the earbacks.
To hold them onto the display.
Yeah, to hold them onto the display. So. Right. Michelle says, I like the fact that it's less than 10 hours. That's going to be a luxury, Michelle.
Yeah, but you in Texas, it's like 10 hours to get out of there.
That's a good point. Hey, Sherry, how's it going? Looks down at purple shirt and blue pants. Totally forgot it was Green Day. It's never too late. You can always like sneeze on yourself or roll in the grass. Or if I ever forgot at school when I was a kid, I would just like start wearing plants and be like, "Nuh-uh, I've got green on." Don't live in my backyard. You can always come visit me if you want to come early. Oh, Hawk. Cat and Calder, it says. Yeah, in Oklahoma. No, it's not confirmed, but it is a contender. We're looking at about 3 or 4. We're going to camp at them. Like I think we're going to be camping out by Echo Bluff early this spring, just to go and like do a quick short camping trip and test it out. And then that way we'll know for certain, because it's, man, that certainty really helps me to feel confident in putting a trip together and inviting people out. Because, hey, artist, how's it going? Why does it say 3/10/25? Oh, it's because I'm very bad at updating the date. It's because I am so professional and so competent. I was just testing you, and you passed. You noticed. No, that's not it at all.
It doesn't say that at all now, you liar.
No. Oh, Randy. Okay, let me make sure that I have the right windows popped up. Babe, you and Z can have my pizza. I don't think I'm going to get a chance to eat during the stream. Oh, you're a good artist. So if you guys really can't handle looking at my pizza, you can just eat it. I wouldn't mind some help. You can give him my crust if you want. Beads. Okay. So here.
Well, I'm not bothering you. I'm going to deceive.
Pray for me.
This is why sitting me on the
You're a menace to society. He's over here taking the pizza, not actually eating it, just going. Yeah, you can see him. You can see him over here. This is an example of one of the earrings that we're going to be making today. It's just a real simple little bead, and I like joining together with one of the rings, because honestly, it makes, these are the same jump rings that we use to connect a lot of the stuff in our bracelets and in our necklaces. Please, baby. I'm having such a hard time focusing, and he's so adorable and distracting. But hey, little sprite, how's it going? I'm having to remember to not hold on to the desk because I don't want to keep shaking the cameras, but we have them clipped to the desk now instead of the bookcase on the wall. That way we can bring the desk up and down, and I don't have to mess with the cameras every time. So, oh, thank you, Huck. So for this structure of earring, my formula is a 3 or 4 millimeter bead on each end. Ooh, you know, I can actually just draw this out because this may actually be helpful to you guys. What is today's date? Oh, thank you, baby. So the earring, we have, let's say, this is our ball or head pin, which I'm actually going to draw 2 examples. So this one's the head pin, this one's the ball pin. And so we're going to start with a 3 or 4 millimeter bead. We're going to do some sort of spacer, and then we're going to do around either anywhere from a 6 to a 12 millimeter bead, just depending. Honestly, probably an 8 millimeter is my favorite. So let's say 8 millimeter bead, and then we're going to repeat the spacer, and then we're going to repeat the, so I'm just doing a cross line because this is where the pattern repeats. I hope that that's helpful or makes sense. Yep, these are our $5 earrings as well, Hawk, and we're prepping up for Anime St. Louis, and we're really low on earrings, and so our strategy is to bulk. Yeah, it has never failed us to have a bunch of $5 earrings and ear cuffs and finger rings and pendants, because sometimes we're lucky and we sell an expensive piece, but more often than that, we're lucky and we sell enough of the smaller pieces that we do well. So that's just our strategy. There's some folks that I see who do very well with only carrying high-end things. I'm not very high-end myself, so I don't really feel genuine marketing that. I'm a $5 earring kind of girl. That's what I would buy. That's what I have fun making, and that's what I sell. And so whenever this, and I love the ball pins on it, you guys, because it makes it so pretty. But here for that head pin, especially one that might be a little off center, I really like to do either a large, like dummy thick ended teardrop, or like a 10 or 12 millimeter round bead. And I say that because if we go with a smaller round bead, you'll see you'll see these parts will be like poking out. And it's a very small visual detail, but it makes me crazy. And also it catches hair. And if somebody's got like longer or curly hair or is human, because that stuff's just going to get tangled. And so, yeah, so from here, we would make sure that our bead is the correct size. And sometimes if it's a very large hold bead, what I'll do, like if this is one of my lampwork glass beads, so it'd be a little bit more, that's the center line, that kind of, I would put 4 millimeter beads or whatever size, like maybe a 3 millimeter bead along on the inside of it to stabilize the inside of the bead. So, and then from here, I would do like a little bead cap, and we would just bend our wire off to the side. And I'm going to curl that around. So that's now where it was is a dotted line. I'll curl it around starting at the tip with my pliers. We're going to grab it and curl it around. So hopefully, I haven't tried doing diagrams like this for y'all before, but hopefully it'll be helpful to somebody, because the way that I explain things isn't always the way that you need to learn. And so I'm testing out different ways of teaching. And honestly, this is exactly the sort of stuff that I'd like to fill up my, oh, but I'm just, I thought it'd be a good idea to start having some, writing some ideas down, because I still haven't made these, but now I can go through. And used to, I'd write things down and it would just be just all over the place. But now, since apparently, sorry, it was a taco with a butt cheeks. How do you not laugh at that? Since 2023, I've been writing in this book, and one of my friends sent it to me as a gift when our puppy Millie passed away. So just layers and layers of joy in here. All right, putting my stuff away. Also, for all y'all journaling freaks like me, I got one of these things that you can it's like it just straps on to like your cover. It's like that's not a way to put it. A journal strap on. But it's got like a Velcro, like a wraparound. It straps onto your journal. Like I don't know what they're called. Ooh, artist says I got some of those off-center ones and it is flustering. It is. And so they don't go bad. I just save them for whenever I'm using it with a bead that it doesn't matter on. So some beads I'm able to it doesn't diminish the piece at all. But yeah, absolutely love this little organizer for keeping all my pens and stuff. All right, so we're going to start by seeking out some nice bead caps, because on some of these, whenever it gets to the point that I don't have enough of a style of bead cap to make like an entire bracelet or an entire necklace or something like that, I find myself just not using them. And so today I'm going to try to use up some of my bead caps. And so I've got this little organizer that was 3D printed by a gentleman named Gavin, who had sent it to us very kindly. And it was intended for chainmail, but I love it for all sorts of different applications. I'm just going to do them like this. My pen holder I got on Amazon. And it's, I don't search journal strap on, but I don't know, it just pen organizer for book cover. It's not a pocket protector. It's like a pocket protector for your book. Boop, boop, boop. And that's going to use up, we're going to get 5 pairs of earrings with this style of bead cap. And that helps me whenever I have a little bit of overwhelm to know what kind of bead to pick out, because it's got to be a bigger bead that fits that bead cap. And I'm setting up, I don't know if I'm going to have enough of these. Each of these would take 4. So I'm just prepping some earrings. I know that I always lollygag quite a bit at the beginning of our live streams, but that's just me showing up and being hyper until I get settled down enough that.
Make an affiliate link, I'll purchase it for you.
Oh, okay. Could you send me an email about that and we can take care of it after the stream? Because my 2 brain cells are trying, and it'll probably take me about 20 minutes to make that link. So, gosh, can you imagine if I were good at my job?
Are you sure you got it on Amazon?
The book cover strap on?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it on Amazon.
Okay. I just don't remember buying it.
Yeah. You got it for me in the whole batch. You got me those really cute stickers. It was like 3 months ago. And that's how I know I like it. I was afraid I wasn't going to want to use it. I'll want to use it, but it just won't work out the way I need it to. So these guys, these are like almost a 6mm square rondel bead, and I love that. I don't like it so much for on necklaces and bracelets because it can poke me unless I'm using them in between large enough beads, but I love it for earrings. Randy says it's just a pen holder. Oh, you're the greatest, Cat and Cauldron. Hey, Mitch. Oh my God, how's it going? How have you been? Hey, Shannon, how's it going? Sorry, I've been playing in my beads and just chatting away. Is Randy waving? So I think that's enough to get us started. That's 10 pairs of earrings. And so yesterday, or no, was it Saturday? Yeah, Saturday we went through and did all of these red trays, right? So I'm not going to tackle them today. Woo! Nom, nom, nom. Okay. And like this, I don't know what else I'd be making with just 3 beautiful big old howlite beads. So I'm going to make one into earrings. Please pardon me while I chew. I'm so self-conscious right now. No!
Swallow.
I'm ignoring you.
Chuk, 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 chuk.
God damn it. Boop. All right, I'm gonna need.
I'm gonna make you regret giving me a mic.
No, baby. So sometimes whenever we get our ear hooks, they'll be a little whack. Like, that's ridiculous. So what I like to do, and this gets old really fast whenever it's every single stinking ear hook or a head pin. Maniacally to pizza with gusto. Recovery was rough, but I'm back. Oh, it's good to have you back. Yeah, I'm just using my nylon jaw pliers to run those straight through. Right on, Hawk. They're quite nice, and it came with different strap-on straps so that you could fit it on different sizes of. Why are you laughing? so that you can put it on different sizes of books.
Got a lot of straps. I got a thick book.
So yeah, see, so this one, if I were making, Randy, can you do me a favor and straighten us out a whole mess of these head pins while I'm getting you prepped? If you're not busy. What? Why are you laughing?
What do you mean, if I'm not busy? Of course I'm busy. Look at me.
You did a whole bunch of stuff earlier today, and if you need a break, I understand. But if you need work, I've got stuff for you to do. Yeah. Ow. Randy is 100% a troublemaker, and the thing is I probably deserve it. Like, okay. So here you can see this is how that head pin looks through a 6mm bead. And really, it's not that bad. It's just, I feel like it really stands out from it. But sometimes, and y'all know I use a lot of these 4mm beads. So first off, yeah, I do want to make sure that my head pin actually fits through, but you can see my bead won't go any farther down than that, which is very frustrating. So not every material will be perfect for every situation, but you can see perhaps on this one.
What are they?
That's a, I don't know, honey. But it's like every single one, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a manufacturing. I mean, it must be a manufacturing thing. But you can see how that sits on the end. And I like that. Hey, Hannah, how's it going? Excuse me. All right, so then from there, because what I'm doing is I'm setting up each of the earrings. I'm setting up an example one. Oh, I love that. I love that a bunch. And so now I'm going to set that there. And I'm going to give Randy, and I'm going to make sure that the beads fit. Oh, yes. Oh, my, yes. And now he'll know how to set that up whenever I hand it over to him. So let's see. We did those big ones. Maybe we could do some matte finished. Oh, I love these matte finish howlite. And then, oh, I thought I had some of the 6mm, but I guess not. Is that going to look too much like a snowman? Or should I lean into it? Ooh, I bet a faceted bead would be gorgeous. We could use a little teardrop bead, perhaps. Wendy, go beat you with a stick. Ooh, that'd be pretty. No, I'm still thinking a faceted thing, though. Oh, we've got some nice little quart sleeves. Oops. And yeah, it takes me so long to make anything because I just play in my beads so much. But that's why I thought this might be a nice live stream. Is well, maybe y'all like playing in beads too. Hey, Triquetcha Moon. So what are all y'all working on today? Al says Randy is having fun. Wendy is having a lot of fun. Just cut. Or maybe, yeah, maybe just a 4mm. I like that. We'll stick with that. And so I try to stick relatively to like a formula to not mix it up too much for Randy. But he's really good about if he's uncertain about how the earring gets put together, he'll just be like, hey, did you mean like this? And I'll be like, yeah. Or I'll be like, nah. Oh, that's so pretty. I really like these with a 8mm. Nothing. Mm-hmm. Now I think these 8mm are going to want for a ball head pin. And I'm going to test this out with perhaps if it'll fit, because I've got some of this rainbow moonstone, but it's the hole in it is so small. Oh, now that's quite, oh, I'm afraid it's going to break. Oh, maybe we'll try another one. Where's the hole at? Nope, we got a blockage. Well, here's some 5mm. Ooh, gonna do some collage and then housework. Oh, nice. Ah, boo. I love rainbow moonstone, but I've never gotten any of it in a like that fits on wire. It's all like good for bead stringing or maybe bead embroidery or something with a, but not apparently a 20 or 22 gauge wire. Well, maybe we'll do like a faceted crystal or something. But I do feel like this bead cap, because it has kind of a larger lip there on that section, I feel like it benefits from like a 4mm bead or something. Oh, now these are gorgeous too. Oh, and they go through diagonally. We're gonna have to make some diagonally. Make some as earrings. Now I'm gonna set these ones up in a separate tray. That way we'll know that those are a different style of earring. Because I want to do some of these guys as well, but I want to pick which leaf beads. Oh, hey Lydia, how's it going? Which leaf beads match up well. And I don't worry about making a best match out of all of them. I like making the best match out of just what's in my hand. Again, it's a strategy for keeping me from getting a little overwhelmed. And also, it adds some variety to it, sisters, not twins, as far as, getting the beads to match goes. Makes me perfectly happy. That's looking pretty good. And if it were a wire wrapping sort of day, now these are just tumbled quartz points. They haven't been drilled. Yeah, well, but not a wire wrapped pendant. It's like those are making loops, I think, is like the core foundation. And I never use these beads for anything. Let's go ahead and make a pair of earrings. Just because it's not my favorite way. It might be somebody else's, like, they might love them. What? Hey, honey. I think I need a cup of coffee. I'm so tired. Y'all, we went trout fishing yesterday, and it was amazing. But it was also cray early. 3 in the freaking morning. Well, that's when we got up. We didn't, hit the road until 5, and it took quite a while to drive there, but it was beautiful because the full moon was setting while the sun was rising. It's like they weren't in perfect opposition of each other, but it was gorgeous. I eat another piece of pizza. It was so freaking cold though. I've never gone trout fishing before. It was amazing. Our friends had invited us and they provided all the tackle. So we just had to bring our chairs and ourselves. Let's do, oh, here's another bead tray. I caught 1 trout.
You caught 2.
I caught 1 and you caught 1.
I thought you caught 2.
I only had 1 on my stringer. I hadn't fished since I was a kid though, you guys. Pam caught 3.
James caught 4.
James caught 4. You caught the 1. Well, I'm not gonna. Randy held the pole and reeled it in because James was.
Nobody would bite mine.
Well, yeah.
James caught all of his.
Yeah. But no, I think you did good. And fish in the basket is fish in the basket. These are beautiful beads, and I never make anything out of them. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull the lot of them out. Oh, I don't know, because I was saving them for making like a bracelet. So let's see how many, because this would be such a cute, like chunky bracelet. I'm going to pull out, woo, 4, 5. That's 5 of them. I'm going to pull 7 out, and I'm going to keep those for a bracelet. And then the rest of them, that'll give me 2 pairs of earrings out of those. Oh, and I've got these twisted hematite. So there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, I'm going to be making bracelets probably too at some point, just because I'd really love to. So I don't want to use all of those up. Ooh, we've got these. We'll have to pick like a faceted crystal or something to put in the center, but it's a little hematite, probably hemalike, honestly. Bead, which hemalike is the same, like it's like lab grown emeralds or something, but hematite. And again, I never use them. Ooh, I don't know. Let's not use them all. I'll make 2 earrings out of them. I'm the worst, you guys. Oh, and then we've got these little moons. But they're drilled on both. Okay, I'm not using those today. Now, some beads I just don't think would work super well. Oh, and I'd be wrong. I love the way that that looks. So I thought since it didn't cup it, that wouldn't be like a great look. I freaking love it. Well, boom. We're doing that. There we go. Those too much. I'm just checking like the iridescent bit to make sure that they look good with each other. And then because I typically go the route of stuff that like cups well, which these are a nice like 12 millimeter faceted. So pretty. Okay, so there's those. And now I'm going to look for, I think, some 8 millimeter beads that we can stack these odd little, I have some square beads. Let me pull those out specifically. And I don't mean square like these guys. I mean like they're cubes, which is one of my favorite. The first time I can remember seeing beads and being like really impressed was at the Ren Fair whenever I saw that lady's square lapis lazuli. I had never seen that before. You remember the one who was all snooty hooty tooty? I've been in a guild for blah, blah, blah. Well, she had pretty beads. She got them off of Fire Mountain Gems because I finally figured out how to find them. But whenever you don't know what search term to use or, you know, anything, like I was in high school, I'd never bought beads before. The internet was still like kind of new.
It's mostly travel blogs.
What am I looking for? Cube beads. Here they are. Okay, here, let me see. Oh, I'm so behind on comments, y'all. Give me just a sec. Triquetra says, I finally sold one of my bracelets at the vending event on Saturday. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. Randy says, nice. Making some zip tie crowns for my dance troupe for the Vampire Queen for our performance this Saturday at the Vampire Hall. What's a zip tie crown? That sounds cool. I'm making a couple so they can choose. Nice. Hey, we do's it. How are you doing, Laura? Oh, I love trout fishing. I'd go with my dad a lot growing up. It was so much fun. Like, it was beautiful. We needed to like go outside and touch grass that wasn't just our yard, because I like the yard, but it's very domesticated. I like to go into like a state park is hardly wild, but it's more wild than, you know, my house for sure. But after growing up in like unmanaged woods, that it's like that felt wild. Like there weren't signs of people everywhere. But I like the state parks for that. It was just gorgeous though. It was Roaring River State Park. Did you cook them over a campfire? We didn't. There's a burn ban going on. We came home and filleted them. Like we had some that were filleted and we had some that we cooked just like in their skin with like I prefer the fillets, I think, just because I'm not very good at cooking a whole fish. Like I've cooked fillets of like salmon and tilapia and stuff in the past, tuna even, but I hadn't done just a whole ass fish. Like that was a lot of fish, and I kind of undercooked it and then had to put it back in. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. So, and then I've also never had trout before, so I didn't even know if I liked it, but it was good. Like, oh, it was so good. It was lemon garlic butter. Oh, thank you, baby.
And I'm done with those.
It was so cold. It wasn't so bad until the wind started up, and then it was like, okay, this is less fun significantly. Still had a blast, but that was testing. Oh, getting settled in your new place, Lydia. Get your art studio organized. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, Triquet just says, oh yeah, we would trudge through the woods to get to the streams we'd fish in. It was fun. Yeah, and I didn't realize how much we really needed that kind of day off. Trout story. Laura says, I'm looking through my beads too. Ooh. Fun fact, hematite is actually a type of mineral related to iron pyrite. It's also an unrefined form known as lodestone. Really? That's cool. I didn't know that. Lydia says, new place, but I'm loving it. Pretty sure this last major move. Right on. Did you catch any catfish? Good with homemade cornbread. Sounds like it was fun. No, it was specifically trout because Roaring River is a spring-fed river, and we were right up there by where the fish hatchery did their like. Apparently, the fish hatchery came and like dropped off just a whole bunch of trout, and then an alarm went off at 7. So everybody, we were like poles ready on the riverbank, right? Like how I imagine bears are whenever the salmon are spawning, like in the nature shows. But it was like me and my tie dye and everyone else in their camouflage. Like I did not read the room and dress accordingly. I just showed up. I was wearing literally this hat with my little trout like day pass pinned to the back of it, like my trout tags. But we were just fishing. The bar went off and everybody's. It was so much fun. And Randy and I had never gone fishing together before. And gosh, nothing trauma bonds you like 5 hours of trout fishing. It was just wonderful. Okay, these are so pretty. I'm going to have to make pendants out of those. And I'm not going to pull them out because I'll just keep not making stuff out of it. I think these would be gorgeous earrings. And we have enough. I think they super duper definitely need some bead caps. Okay, so here we have these magnesite faux turquoise, I'm pretty sure is what they are. Ooh, and we have some brass toned head pins that I think I'm going to use in conjunction with these guys. So let's see, let me pull out some pins. Curious, do you make $5 earrings so that people on a budget have choices? Do you break even with these earrings? We do make them be $5 earrings for people on a budget because, again, I'm marketing kind of to myself. I'm making the jewelry I wish I could find for sale because then I'd buy it. But I have fun making it too. So I feel more genuine in our marketing attempts if I'm like, well, what would I buy? And I go from there. But yeah, it certainly helps that, especially if it's at the end of a day and like somebody just wants, like, they've only got like a couple of bucks in their pocket, and they're still able to get some earrings. We totally break even on these. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Like a lot of these are, like thrifted beads or dollar bin, or like, I don't pick out our like, if it's our lampwork glass beads that we home make, they're not $5. So I'll price for the bead accordingly. But a lot of these are like, it was like maybe $5 for a 16-inch strand. And if that's, how many beads is that? Do y'all know off the top of your head? Quiz time. How many, 10 millimeter beads on a 16-inch strand? Because then you just divide it by bead and it's like 30. Let me see. So we paid, so is that 16 cents a bead? Oh, 20 usually? That can't be right. That sounds too good to be true. So we paid $5. And if it's 20 beads per strand, that's a quarter per bead. And we make sure to buy our head pins in bulk packs, so we're getting the best deal that we can. So we figure it costs us maybe $2 total for fancy ear hooks and everything. Like, then that's some severe rounding up. And we're still making our money for selling them for $5, because when I'm not chit-chatting and lollygagging, we get them done pretty quick. I'm having so much fun hanging out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So now I have those pulled out. And I'm going to pick out, oh, those are so pretty. I think I'm going to do, yeah, those actually match really well. So I'm just going to do that. Ooh, now this one I just noticed doesn't have a very square corner. I would save that for something like on a bracelet where there are a lot of beads. So they're not quite so showcased. Google says 41. Right on, but yeah, whatever the math is on it, that's however many cents per bead, and then I don't really charge for the hour. I think my lease will expire before I get my studio set up. Oh no. All right, on one more rug. Oh, are you screen printing rugs? Come on down. Wow. Oh wow, real turquoise is gorgeous. Yeah, that's a good point, Laura. Less if they're strung with 8/0 or 6/0 between. I kind of appreciate when they do that though, because it's usually a material that sometimes they chip if in transport if they're butted up against each other. So here I'm gonna do. I just want to see how this looks layered with. That might actually make me insane. I think I changed my mind and I want to go with just round beads because I don't like how that lines up. I'm really glad that I checked, but that's going to make me bonkers if the square ends don't line up with each other. Like, does that make sense? I'm probably just bonkers, but no, that's a little uneven. And that's another time when I'll be more than happy to use uneven beads whenever they're in a bracelet, perhaps, as opposed to, again, being in earrings. We can make some of these evil eye ones, but that relies too on them lining up. Okay. These little square rondels are proving more tricky to me than I initially thought. Hey, baby, how's it going? Ooh. Now here we have some pretty beads. Well, honey, I'm going to hand this over to you so you can go ahead and start stringing stuff. But I don't have a... Here, I'm going to hand you this one first. Thank you, honey. I think all of these will fit on those. If they don't, you can use these ones. And if that doesn't work, holler at me. And if you could put a lolly bead, like a 3 millimeter. Yeah, on each side. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to do with those ones, and it's starting to bug me. Uh-oh. Maybe I'm just going to start trying beads, because sometimes I just don't know how it's going to look. Oh, and this will be perfect, because now we can put a little 4mm bead. Oh no, if it'll fit. Yeah, I think I'm going to like the square rondel with the round beads. There we go. Can I swipe these from you? Fair Mountain actually has a chart on their website I just found that tells you how to figure out how many there would be depending on what size of stand it is, with a bunch of math. Oh, right on. Oh boy, oh boy. Ah! Oh, and it went all the way down. And still, that's not my favorite. That is not my favorite, so I'm probably not going to use these head pins. Instead, I have some ball pins that are brass toned. But the downside is I'm pretty sure that I have to do a wrapped loop on them. So I'll just charge $6 for those. Hey, Tashers, how's it going? The turquoise colored tube beads I had years ago and mixed them with a round black onyx. Ooh, and silver wire bead, caged them in silver ear wires. I loved how they turned out and kept them. Oh, nice. But yeah, you can see these are quite like dainty. Like I wouldn't do a loop if it was not a wrapped loop. Mmm. Ooh. I've got something in my eye. There we go. Heck yeah. I'm digging this. But yeah, these ones are much more delicate wire, but they sit beautifully. I absolutely love the way that that ball end just looks there on the tip of the beads. Diaries of a Wandering Artist. The information just doesn't stick in my brain. Oh, the bead sizes. Yeah, I've been doing this since 2008, and I'm like, I don't know, probably a bunch, but probably not as many as I want it to be. So, what up, baby? Well, skip those beads then. Because at this point, like if we just don't like how they're wired through, I might make a wire tree with them.
You might. It would be difficult.
Yeah. So to prep for the wrapped loop, I just bend off to the side. That way the beads will stay on there.
Yeah. There we
go. Oh, you were able to salvage it? Like these are so soft I can straighten them with my fingers. Hey, Kay, how's it going? It's called an eyeball. Hey, Laura, how's it going? Aw, thank you.
I kept my finger at
it. Then threading on a 4mm, threading on one of our square rondels, and then a 10mm opalite, another square rondel. This is fantastic because these are, I'd like to kind of use up the beads that I have just to make way for something fresh. Just bending off to the side. Ooh, I love that. And now I'm trying to not be bothered that they're not lined up with each other, but ooh, this one. I really liked that 10mm bead, so I'm going to keep digging and finding more of our 10mm beads. That was loud. I will try. Tell you what. We're doing pretty good, Tashers. I'm a little scatterbrained this afternoon, but that'll be what that is. Oh, that's so pretty. I bet we can make like a big boy. Big boy. I'm looking to see what other options we have here in this tray.
So, question.
Yeah?
Do you think
Mm-hmm.
oh my goodness.
Well, it's becoming apparent why we didn't use a lot of these beads. Randy's having a tricky time threading a lot of them. And that's usually more than enough to keep me from working with a bead because I want stuff to go smooth. Nice smooth operation. Smooth operation.
These are going to be too heavy.
Some folks might like heavy earrings because they move dramatically. You know? Yeah. Should I do a round? I'm going to do a round bead on either side. But these are my last two great big Russian serpentine. Oh, I've got one more. Ah, that's okay. Multiple projects going at once. Now I want to start making sewing projects. All right, on. Hey, Bonnie, how are you doing? Looks, I do not recognize this desk. New desk? Yeah, I'm standing right now. Yeah. And actually, I might take a sit break. What you want to see?
The front of the desk.
Oh, yeah. So let me pull the camera out of here. So this is the front of the desk. It has a little, it's electric. We did our research and we got the electric one. And it's got, this pulls out and I can set my different height settings and it just fits right into this area that my desk was already planted in. And it's just so nice, especially for my lower back, to be able to take standing breaks. Like, huge quality of life upgrade. If you need, honey, we do have some thinner ear wires that we could use. Yeah, here. Let me pick you two. Now I'm gonna have to do a wrapped loop on them. So if you could do, you'll have to unthread one of the other ones. I'm sorry. If that even goes through. Yeah, it worked.
That looks a lot better.
Oh, that is gorgeous. I don't want to have to do that many wrapped loops though. Well, I could, and we could just charge $6 for them. Do you want to do that? Okay. Oh, some big unakite. Because I haven't been using these. Why not go ahead and use them? Because if they're not gonna sell if I just keep them here in my bead tray, hoarding them as I do. Oh, those are pretty. Not today. Do you like that? Oh, that's super cute. Wait.
That's super cute. No, it's not.
No, okay, the head pins will work. Those head pins are so like obvious. I like a subtle head pin, apparently. Randy's just going, hate it.
Versus
I prefer it with the bead. Yeah. If you could put a bead on the other end too. Oh, you're the greatest. Ooh, and we have some, I thought, bronze. Yes, this bronzy tone of, oh, sorry, my necklace is hitting the, we have these beads that I'm going to use with those head pins and square rondels. That's what they're called. Hate it, says Randy. Kay says you so did deserve that desk. Take care of your back. Thank you. It was a splurge, but we had been making our sales on our website were a little bit more than what they had been, so we were able to do it.
I'm confused because all the tutorials we saw were like, it's going to take 3 hours.
Do you know? I don't know if they can hear you, and you're saying a lot that I'm not going to be able to keep up. Ooh, knotted necklaces. Yeah, I love that it can sit.
So when we bought the desk, like it arrived and it was in one box, and it's like, okay, well the instructions were minimalist is an overstatement. So we looked up a few tutorials, and every tutorial on how to build this desk was like, it's going to take 3 hours. We did it in 45 minutes.
Way to brag. But I mean, I'm proud of how quickly we got it assembled.
I was going to say we did it in 45 hours.
45 hours. Pathetic. Excellent. So that fits. Yeah, if I'm ever like not certain if something's going to fit, I just go ahead and test thread it before putting my bead tray away. Hey, Colleen, how's it doing? Diary says, Vaughn, are you still doing markets? We currently are only doing 2 conventions this year, but we are scoping for gearing up for it. Yeah, we're going, and we visited one market already to see if we wanted to sign up for next year. Our big inhibition right now is Ember Cat. Our cat here on the couch is 17 years old, and Z Dog, she's 18 now. Yeah, that's true. And Z Dog here is like a million in dog years. He's still doing really well, but we're enjoying our time being at home. You know, and it's easier on them that we're not gone. It's not stressful for them. And we're cherishing the time of getting to be home with them. And it's giving us time to build up our inventory and kind of ease back into it. But we are very much interested in easing back into it. You and Randy spend your days putting things together so furniture is a snap. That's a good point, Laura. Okay, so we've got, oh, I'm going to need 2 more. Does it take anybody else like all the ding dong day to pick out what beads they're going to use? Because I think once I get done with this, that's just going to be what we work on today. I'm not going to try to go, do more than this. Nope, that's the wrong size bead. Oh, it was such a game changer to start organizing my beads just by color. Just by color in their trays. This makes me crazy. Look at that stinking head pin poking out all cray cray. They're perfect for like maybe a size up, like, but that one just doesn't lay flat. My God, are they all like this? They are. Okay. I'm not gonna hyperfixate. I'm just gonna make this stuff. Ooh. Hers says, oh yeah, especially since ordering the perfect color / size bead to finish that project. There we go. Okay. Oops. It's hard to pick. It's part of the fun though. I think it was like 150 or 200.
What?
The desk. Quite frankly, I felt too much because like that just seems like a lot for a desk. But that just seems to be how much things. 172. 63. We bought it on Amazon. 87. Why are you saying numbers? Randy, you menace. You're a fiend, Randy.
All right. How about we just trade spots?
Well, the thing is, I'm not quite done setting. If you give me just a couple more minutes, I'll be able to give this to you and it'll be ready. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hand it to you now. And you'll probably have some of the brass rondels left over. Whenever you have completed these, I will find more beads then. This way we can get to freaking crafting. Jiminy Christmas. Randy keeps going, Ooh, a Dremel? Yeah, for bead reaming? How has that worked out for you? Like, how do you do that? Do you have to have it submerged in water or any special like lubricants? Hey, Tiggy, how's it going? I really want to do an outside market, but lugging the tent and tote is exhausting. I would need to hire help. Good help is worth its weight in gold. I'm going to be honest with you. We, our niece and her mama, come and help us, and we pay them, and it literally doubled our sales to have twice the number of people helping us. So, Randy, please have mercy on me. All right. So I'm going to start with the wrapped loops. Okay, so, ooh, my bent nose pliers. Now, how's the angle on this, you guys? Like, what do you think of this desk as a background? I hope things are still visible. If not, I can pull out, I've got a little bit of flocking that's a light blue color that might make a nice light background. Tricotcha says, thankfully my boyfriend is the best and helps me out with vending because there's no way I could carry all that stuff back and forth and set up everything. Dude, same. Tents are for sure heavy. They're getting a cart to pack stuff into, and a tent with wheels is super helpful. Yeah, gosh, we got a full-on dolly, and that's just wonderful. All right. Excellent. Tubular. Okay, so it's 4:09. It's been an hour since we got started. Baby, that's perfect.
That's what you want?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you think that's a pretty earring? If you don't say yes, I'll cry. Oh, it's a beautiful earring. No, if you could, yeah, that's perfect. So now, this is a wrapped loop, and I would consider this like if a regular loop is level 1, a wrapped loop would be level 2, and then like wire wrapped loops where you're doing like swirly stuff might be like a level 3, and those are only, the levels are just in, you know, relation to each other, not through all of wire wrapping. But that's for that technique. Like if I were teaching it, I'd teach the basic loop first, and then I'd teach this, and then I would go on to, you know, because if you imagine, you know, you're doing this and you just got a longer tail, then we would do some wrapping down and stuff and make it look very cool. Yes, baby. Yes. I thought they were so pretty, I might want a pair. I'm actually starting to, there was a waitress at the family restaurant that we ate at after trout fishing, and I complimented her earrings because they were these beautiful, like coppery with like that greenish patina style bead, but it was of like a seashell. And she'd said thank you and was like, I'm wearing a different pair every day because I have so many earrings. I was like, this is so cool. And I was like, I wish I had earrings. And I was like, wait, if only I knew somebody who makes earrings. So I'm having Randy make me a bunch of earrings. Aw, thank y'all. But yeah, it took us an hour to get going, but we're starting to get, I want to see how many of these beads we can get made. Thank you, honey. In like an hour. Well, I do wish that you would be merciful and maybe get me a cup of coffee if you're going to keep antagonizing me. It's already in the pot. It'll need microwaved for 2.5 minutes. Because otherwise I'll send you back. I've done it before.
Send us back, see? So, what do you want with these?
If you could put a, yeah, and for the ones that don't have an additional bead with them, you can use from here. The little guys in the baggie, probably. What do you think?
That's gonna look weird with the silver.
You can thread them with, yeah, with the brass if you want. Because it's still gonna have the silver ear hook. So he's mostly, I don't know if you can hear him, you guys, and I love him.
What?
But he keeps going instead of using words like how we've been practicing. He's going, like, babe. All right, so I'm going to come up to a different height. Tiggy, have you taught him how to make earrings? That's the first step. Step 1, teach him how to do it. Step 2, step 3, earrings. Or it's the joke, it's step 1, collect underpants. Step 3, profit. Now on these ones, since they're thicker, I can just bend them. Yeah, and I can just bend them and make a simple loop. And that's my favorite. And that's why we can charge just $5 for these, because do you see that why I was asking if Diaries of a Wandering Artist was on Kick? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Heavy duty dolly cart type situation. Yeah. What'd you say, Randy?
I believe that's what I said.
Oh, is it? Oh, hey, Jim. How's it going? Yeah, Randy's back here helping me out. We needed more earrings. So we're like, let us make earrings. Baby, that looks great.
Is that what you want?
Yeah. Okay. Do you think it would look better without a bead on the bottom? Or because I like it with the bead, but
the head pin butt is
being a butt
awkward.
I
think it'd be better without beads, but
well, let's skip the bead on the bottom then. That way the head pin can cup the butt. I don't know how else to put it. Oh, I love the trays that I'm using. These were made by a gentleman named Gavin who had sent them to us, but I haven't heard from him in a while, so I don't know if he's still making them. That's nice. Yeah. Well, I hope you're seeing chat on the top screen. Do it. Well, and I'm not able to scroll on that, Lydia. So I genuinely, I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're going on, what you're talking about. All right, and so step 1 on all of these, and that way I can hand the tray back to Randy. And I'm trying to separate them out kind of by pair. I'm just doing that right angle bend. Oh, I love these hematite ones. That's so pretty. Laura said she has to make something. We have chat on your computer or phone screen, whatever you're watching on. We have it here on the screen so that if you don't have chat pulled up, you can still see what's up. That way you can have more of your phone screen be like if you're not chatting, if you're just one of our lurkers. Hey, lurkers. I love you guys. Or primarily also so that folks who are on Kick can see what folks on YouTube and vice versa are saying.
Do you have another really tiny highlight?
How tiny of a... Oh, the 4mm highlight? Yeah, baby. Tiggy says, not yet, but if I drop an earring back, he does find it for me. Well, there you go. That's awesome. Can you check and make sure that they fit? Oh, are you putting one on each end, or? No. Oh, I just didn't have any?
They won't fit.
Oh, I see. Do you want me to take those from you then? But yeah, having them organized by color helps so much, because then I kind of don't worry about where I have what in the tray. I still try to have it from like 4, 6, 8, 10 of like the gemstones that I usually keep in stock. But then otherwise, I just cycle through whatever I have in that color, and that helps me to be like, I want something that'll match, with the purple. Okay, let me finish these two, and then I can hand you this tray, and I'll have a little bit more space. Actually, I'm going to stack my done ones for you to put the ear hooks on. I have you on my TV from my phone so I can still see chat. All right, on Kay. Thank you, baby. And if you'll try that one before I put this back. Excellent. Case is lurking over here working on charm bracelets. Right on. All right, so now we have all of those bent. So now I'm going to be coming through, and I'm going to snip at about that large. I don't have a ruler, so I can't tell you exactly what measurement that is. And if you're very particular, but are like me and don't have a ruler, you can just kind of line them up. And then we can just touch with our pliers. And you can just do that per pair. Then I like to use round nose pliers, and I'll start on a larger bit of loop and then come into a smaller bit. And the best way to make progress is to practice, but to try something very slightly different. Just become aware of, what it is that you're doing. To be like, where am I grabbing it on the wires? Where am I grabbing it on the pliers? So like this one, I'm going to start with it smaller first. And then it's like, oh man, that came around a little too short. So we can come in, open that up some, go deeper onto our pliers, and bend it around a little more. Sorting beads into containers from Harbor Freight. Nice. And so the more that you intentionally do things, perhaps to like just a practice day, to be like, I'm going to do stuff just to see what happens, like experimenting, not worrying about it coming out perfect or even sellable. So that would be the perfect thing to practice on if you've got some head pins that are just rubbish, as far as like some of them, I consider them unusable if the plating cracks when I make loops. I can't work with that. Like that gets so annoying, because like everything else about the earring is done, and then I go in to make this loop and the plating will have like cracked and flake off. Those I would just practice on, but even then it's so discouraging because they always crap out. Ooh, a ball pin making day. Oh, I haven't made ball pins in ages. That would be a good idea though. Well, we always appreciate clear communication. Mm-hmm. Love it. But yeah, and then I just do this step. So I don't know if it would be faster to just pull out, 2 beads and make the earrings, and then pull out 2 more beads and make those into earrings. Oh, that's a good idea, Kay. She says, I have seamstress tape, measured tapes to edge all of my workstations with packing tape. That's nice. I think I'd like to do something like that on this desk.
I don't love it.
Could you do a 3mm round bead on either end of these guys, or either this size or that size?
In conjunction with the square bead?
Yeah. So just coming in, doing a little snip. Okay, Trick Retro Moon says, okay, do you have a tip on how to know how much to cut when making a loop? Because I will always have too much wire or still too much wire still or too little, and I have to start over. I hate wasting head pins. The best tip that I would like to practice that, I would recommend making like a bracelet with that same gauge of wire, or like a necklace or something where you're just practicing making the loops on either side. That way you're just using up wire that's not already a head pin or a ball pin. And then for a long time, I would use the mouth of my flat nose pliers as kind of a gauge that it's typically I'd want to do almost 2 widths of the tip. And then for a while I had this notch, or have this notch still, but I don't pay as much attention to it. For that was usually where I liked to make my loops on my pliers. But that's usually where I start them, and then I'll just finish it off with a smaller part of my plier head. As far as efficiency goes, the rule of thumb is the fewer times you touch something, the more efficient your method is. Oof. I'd have to rewatch back over what it is that we do, because I think I touch everything like way more than necessary. Hmm? Oh, okay. Oh, I had forgotten about the coffee. Coffee, hooray! Oops. Our bead rolled off. So it's just practicing to develop consistency, and you'll find what your preference is, because there's no right or wrong size for your loops to be. Though for me, the threshold is I want my loops to be large enough that I can fit the jump ring through them, to be able to connect them to the earring hook with it not being too tight. So I want a nice little bit of dangle, and I don't want to make it so big that it loses its integrity and it's easy to stretch and distort that loop out of shape. So typically the thinner the wire, the smaller the loop, to like keep it structural. But up to a point, I do like to do the wrapped loops if it's like a 22 gauge, just to make sure everything holds together well. Right on. Yeah, it's unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, the solution to most problems with anything that you're facing in a craft like this, something where, an artisan craft where you're, not just doing a thing, but you're making your art with your hands. The answer is just practice, which fortunately is the fun part. We learn by doing. I went to IKEA and liberated about a 1/4 inch thick bundle of free paper measuring tapes. I fixed 1 inch side up and another millimeter side up on a nice sturdy clear packaging tape. Smoothly, no wrinkles. Okay, and tape that to each desk I used to work at. If they get cruddy, I remove and do another. That's a brilliant idea. That is brilliant. What am I grabbing? My wire snips. There we go. Boop. Just to find a bunch of cheapy wire in my stash that I won't be using in any jewelry, so I could use that for practice. Oh, hell yeah. I love cheapy wire for like home decor. So like I just have this like strand of beads hanging over here, just cause, or like making something for like on a lampshade or something that would hang in a window perhaps. That way you don't have to worry about if it's reacting with skin at all. Like, you know what I mean? So sometimes it helps me to practice. Oh, thank you, baby. No. Ah. Uh-oh. Where'd that bead go? I found it. No, that's just filth. Okay, here we go. Now I'm looking for some beads. Do, 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 do. Wiggle, wiggle. What even size bead am I looking for? Oh god.
What'd you drop?
The silver one, like a silver 3mm off of this hematite twister. Nope. What am I looking for? The tripod. Yes. Is that it? Oop. Sorry, my necklace is hitting the microphone. It's the bead! Oh, we found it. Thank you, Randy. How did you spot that? You're a wizard. Oh, the flashlight. Okay, there we go. I was like, really? You're going to jump off the earring, but then I can't get you back on? Cheers, everybody. Clink. Thank you for coming and hanging out in today's stream. Oh my gosh. A self-healing mat on my desk. It has 24 inches measured out on the edges facing me. That's nice, Al. Oh, that's tasty. Thank you, baby. How you doing over there? Oh, you're waiting on me still, aren't you? Okay.
Yes, I can start getting ready for the next thing.
Oh, for doing the ear hooks? That'll be good. I didn't realize how much I was going to love being able to stand while crafting. I was really afraid that I wasn't going to be able to think while standing, because there's some stuff that I got to sit down. I've got to sit down if I'm going to be using this part of my brain. And it just helps me to focus better. But easy stuff like loops like this, like, and I only say easy from the sense of it's muscle memory, so it's not using as much of my active brain. Oh, well, thank you. Said clink. Oh, thank you, Jim. How are you guys doing? Clink to Laura too. I really like these little mother of pearl diamonds too. Really, Reduce It says I think better standing. Right on. But I've been able to do like our editing sessions, all sorts of stuff, standing, and it's been so nice. But I like getting to come up and down. Probably next year, or next time, we're ready. I think I'd like to. There's a wider version of this that I'd like to get for replacing my glass table, because that's just a 5-foot table. Like my glass station, yeah, it's just a 5-foot table for like out of the booth. But if I'd be able to go up and down from standing there, oh my gosh, I'd be able to go all day making beads instead of my back hurting and stuff. So in theory, so I'm gonna give this like a long time. What's up?
Maybe I'm sitting in my brain.
Sitting in my brain. Oh. Just watching you all thinking about dinner. Ooh, leftovers. We're having leftovers too. What are y'all's leftovers? What'd you say, honey?
Do you have any idea how many pairs?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So, 20 or you?
It's 10 pairs. You should put a link in your stream for others may want a standing desk and you get a little on sale. That is a good idea. Give me just a moment to get these earrings to where Randy, he's waiting on me. So I need to get, so we can do production. Waiting, he says. My God. It's always fun to kind of compare and see how close did I get them. That's not bad for eyeballing it. Those two pieces of scrap are pretty close to the same size. Nice. It's the check your scrap challenge. All right, I'm going to hand these off to you. And are you using the, yeah, perfect, baby. Oh, you did a good job on those leaves.
Yeah, the straight ball pins.
That's good. Uh-oh. Do, 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 do. Alice said, Randy, start tapping the table. I dare you. What a bunch of menaces. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull up. That sort of behavior is unbecoming for a gentleman, my love.
Waiting!
Waiting! Okay, so this one, I don't know if it's the same size. Well, we paid too much because this one looks exactly the same as what we have, but is $70 cheaper. Why are they like this? Ow, my wallet. Okay, so they've got a couple of different widths. Mine is the 40-inch. That's probably, that's why it's more expensive. Apparently the 40-inch was just a weird size, but that's what I needed for my space. So there is the standing desk link.
You're level 1.
I'm level 1. And then standing desk. Look at us go. I actually found the links and things.
What about the links and things for your book strap?
My book strap on? Pencil holder, book strap on.
Don't Google that.
No, it's fine. Teehee. It was a very well invested $10. I liked it. And I got the regular front pocket, not the elastic pocket, and I'm pleased with it. Okay. Okay, we've done the links.
Now the trick
Mhm.
is going to be adding those links into the video description.
That's horrible. I don't want to do that. I'll go ahead and do it now. Okay, adding the links into the live stream description. Stand. Oh, caps lock is on. I hate.
Why are some of the keys on your keyboard stick?
Some of the keys on my keyboard stick because I opened up a fruit cup and spilled fruit cup juice all over my keyboard. That's why. Do you notice the keys sticking today?
Yep.
Wow.
But I also noticed there was no discernible pattern, like it wasn't a quadrant. It was just random keys.
No, it kind of went everywhere, and then I turned it and tried to shake it a bunch, and then everything got sticky.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Okay, I did it. I got the links added. Now time to keep before to clean the keys. Nah, I figured I'd get ants or something and they would clean it and like let nature heal itself.
You're not a Disney princess. It's not how things work.
Well, no ants inside. Well, they'd eat it all and then they'd leave because there's only so much. There's a bunch of filth, but yeah, surely. See, so when you had the problem at one time, it's not fun. No, we get ants every summer. I hate it. I hate ants. We put out little borax sugar baits and they'll be gone for about, a week or two and then they'll forget and they'll come back. Yeah. So it's yeah, thank y'all. So I'm just going through. Now this one's going to need to be a wrapped loop because these ones were drilled, I guess slight variation occurred from the other beads and they couldn't accommodate the same head pin size. Oh honey, may I see the I'm going to take these silver ones. Babe. Babe. Oh, I love that cute little earring. Why do you know that whole song?
Huh?
I said, why do you know that whole
Why
song?
don't you know that whole song?
We would get a few of the big black ants at my parents' house, but at the last house my boyfriend and I lived at, there were a million of those tiny ants. Oh my god, they were coming out of everywhere via the large unused dirt lot behind the house. Yeah. Yeah. Laura says, I had to look and see what this was. It's my book strap on. It goes onto the cover of my book. It just straps right on. It came with a couple of different strap options, and so it could fit all sort of whatever size book you want. And they just strap right on.
You got a big book, not a problem.
You got a big book, not a problem. You have a little book. They had one that fit even smaller than this. It was too small for my book. Oh, that one was really on there. Why are you laughing, Randy?
You said I was laughing.
But yeah, you're pretty good. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Well, because it's my day planner, and I use apparently 3 different pens, a pencil, and a highlighter to do all of my day planning. So they just come through, and I need all of my pens. So, and then it has some storage. It has a ruler. And this little thing, I'm not super pleased with. It just keeps popping out. But I made another little pocket with a bit of trash and washi tape, but it's barely holding on for its dear life. So, and then more stickers. So, I like the non-elastic pocket because I would put too many things in the elastic pocket. This one, when I open it, it still sits relatively flat. But if I could fit stuff in there, I would. And then it wouldn't lay flat because if you see that elastic pocket kind of bulges a bit. But but that's just me because I am the kind of person who would put rocks in there. And then it would never close. All the rocks in the pockets. Yep. And so knowing myself, I chose my battles and was like, no, I should not. But it is great for holding like some binder clips or something, or paper clips. Like I can put them on the edge of that and it holds them. Ooh, Al says, do you have a banner for when you vend? We do. We have a couple depending on whether we have our costumes out or not. Like we have the old ones that we had hand painted, but I got mine off of Vistaprint. You might be able to get a good price with a local printer. Our local printer is very grumpy. And we don't like working with them, so we go to Vistaprint. But we've got like this jank setup contraption of like zip ties and PVC pipes that we use to hang it whenever because we'll do our grid wall across the top. Actually, do I have pictures of this? And alligator clips, that's true. I'm looking. I think it can't be in this phone. I know where it is. It's in this book. Okay. So Maddie and her mama gave Randy this photo album of like pictures, but here you can see that's a bit of our banner. This is us at Dragon Con. Was this the first? Yeah, this was the first Dragon Con that Maddie and Amy helped us. No, it is. I can tell from the dragons, because there's Mushy, there's Steam, there's Labs, there's the Celtic Knot one, there's the Sea Dragon. But you can see right here, that's the pull to one of our PVC pipes. So we Velcro and zip tie it to the grid wall as they go up, because that's what we have our whole backdrop suspended on. You can kind of see in this picture, that's the grid wall that we do like horizontally, but it just attaches and then like spans across the top. Oh, I love them so much. Oh, we were so tired, you guys. Randy says no more, but oh, look at little Maddie. Oh, and Amy. Okay. Anyways, best gift we've ever been given. But yeah, so we do the like up, and whenever we don't have our grid wall, we just use little hooks and hang it over the piping and draping that's provided by the conventions. And if we're doing an event that doesn't have that and we're not bringing our grid walls, we just don't worry about it. Or we could pin it on the front of the table, but nobody ever notices that in my experience. No one looks down. And the banner just gets kicked up a bunch. So zip ties, yeah. The little neon jumping icons are doing a number on my head. Oh no, sorry, Laura. These are magnesite, I'm pretty sure. This is, I think, undyed magnesite. Okay, back to Oh, I love that. Randy, you have such good taste with your choice of head pins. So a Jasper would be nice too. We're just using what we have. Hey now, whose bead is this? That's whose bead this is. Okay. Thank you for the blinding, do screen size, and lost my good glass. Cat and Cauldron says, if you're vending outdoors, make sure to use bungee cords on your banners. That way they don't rip tear. Oh, that's a really good idea. They're attached to. And wind vents are important if you're in an area that gets a lot of strong breezes. Yeah, That's very good advice, Cat and Cauldron. Thank you. Oh, wandering artist says we have fire ants here. I hate it. Oh, that's rough. We were just starting to get fire ants when we lived in Tennessee. Fortunately, I don't think we have fire ants here. I don't want to jinx it, at least not on this property so far. But we have black widows now. That's fun. It's the second black widow in like 2 years that we've found. Because the other one I found it in the cold frame. Randy, please don't be impatient with me.
Yeah, I remember the cold frame.
Because we were going down to look into the basement because it's our next big thing to save up for. Is
Yeah, this is a big announcement. There's no garden.
Yeah, big announcement currently until we get a plumber hired. Step 1 is to get a quote. Step 2 is to save up. Step 3 is to get the spigot for that attaches from like the house inside the water that to the garden hose, like the spigot on the side of the house. We need to get that replaced because it's beyond our skill set. The way that it's like plumbed in, nothing we tried was working. So until that gets taken care of, if I can't water my garden, there's no point in planting it. So I'm kind of heartbroken, but we'll figure it out. I just won't have a spring garden. Hopefully we'll do well at Anime St. Louis, and hopefully it won't be too expensive, and hopefully we'll see how it goes. So I guess I should call and get quotes just so, because it might be $50. It might be easy. We won't know till we find out. I don't believe it's going. Yeah, no, I know nothing in this house is easy and nothing in this house is affordable to fix, but that step 1 is finding out how, bitter the medicine is going to be. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes, and I'm going to keep optimistic about it because I still have my perennials and stuff, and if it's outside of our price range too much and we don't do well at Anime St. Louis, well, I've got all those 5-gallon buckets and stuff. I'll just put water catchment out and hopefully it'll rain, and then I can just hoard water. Or I can just carry jugs of it outside from in the house, but like they'll be away. What?
Triquetra Moon, no.
What? That's what I was thinking, and we even have a hole like in the screen, or I could do it like out the side kitchen door. But Randy is wise because this is how we get possums in the house again. And Laura says, in the meantime, spring stuff will do fine with mulching, shade cloth when it's hot if you have it, sheet if not. We haven't had rain in quite a while, so like I can't germinate my seeds or anything even. Like it really like the seeds that I've planted, I've been trying to water by hand and it's too much to juggle. If it were the only thing that I were doing, I think I'd be able to keep up with it, but it would still take me just like all day. Like we have a fully landscaped 1/4 of an acre garden. So, but truly I could use a break. I could use one less thing off my plate, and I would have never chosen to not have a garden this year. Like we're not digging up the perennials and stuff. So we still have like the daffodils and the weeds and things are growing and flowering and looking pretty. But I would have never chosen to take this off my plate, but I am going to take advantage of uh any free time that opens up. Lydia says, didn't get any of those showers last week? We got maybe a couple drops of rain. We got entirely wind. And then Oklahoma, and 3 miles from here was like on fire. So that was scary.
Then we had like a dust bowl storm.
Yeah, and there was a dust storm that caused like a pretty substantial pile up. I have no idea. But so no water here for us lately, no rain. But shade cloth, some of the tents I looked into had a shade cloth on the back of the tent and could add side shades. That's very handy. Like very, very handy. But everything will be all right though. But yeah, here in a few weeks we'll probably put the shade cloth back up over the chickens. Oh, Queen of Hearts, thank you so much. I can hear Randy going, oh no, and yeah, same. It's like, well, we'll figure this out. But we did just do a new shop update. Actually, this seems sketch, but I'm gonna click commercial mode. Here on the screen, we have new cabochons have been added to our shop at backtoearthcreations.com. So if you get something for your money, y'all are so generous, and that's why I hesitate to bring things up at all. But we'd hope for you to have something shiny to craft with, and it makes us feel like we're not bums. So, though I'm still a bum, but last year I didn't grow any edible annuals because of the slugs and roof rats ate everything. Only annual I grew were potatoes. Right on. Yeah, I was thinking that we would do like I may propagate some of my plants that need like dug up and split. And then I've got, which the name is hilarious. It's called Obedient Flower. It's false dragon head. And it's funny because there's nothing about that flower or that plant that is obedient. It is more unruly than mint, which is fantastic. The naked ladies? Yeah. Those are the ones that are putting up their leaves now and will come up and have. No, the obedient flowers are the ones that grab your pants every time. Oh. Yeah, those ones. Because they grow like out into the walkway. They are prolific. Well, I was going to spread those even more around the garden because that way at least something's growing. And they're not that hard to pull up. So they're really easy to thin out and they compost down really well. So, hey, Hannah, welcome back. But yeah, so we've got all sorts of new cabochons up on the website if you guys are interested. A whole bunch of juicy labs, a whole bunch of very shiny dichroic glass. Ooh, yeah, the necklace that I'm wearing right now, we actually have a tutorial coming out for soon. And this may be either part of our next shop update or we'll be having it in our booth at Anime St. Louis. But this is some of the glass that we had made for sending out in March's craft along kits. Those are our puddle smash cabs. This was one that had some imperfections on it, so I kept it for myself. And that's it on the back. And I love it. And I thought, why not test wear it? Ooh, thank you so much for the subscription, Anika. Oh, y'all, thank you so much. Which, that's another thing. Would you mind miking up and telling us about the KCIP? Oh, okay. Randy was telling me about this the program with Kick that we may be able to get monetized beyond just having subscriptions, but like I don't know if it's hourly or what here on Kick. So another lowering the requirements. He says it's another lowering of the requirements. So that might be really cool to get verified here on Kick because y'all bet your butt cheeks I'd be streaming more often if we were getting paid hourly. Botrix ended up with a free sub. Oh, really? Nice. Go Botrix. It's your birthday. But thank you for those free subs. Thank you so much. Now, these ones aren't my favorite beads, but we need to use them, and someone will love them. But the reason they're not my favorite is because the holes are just a little offset. And I'm like, man, just why would you have done that? Person or machine who drilled this bead, like I don't get it. It makes me crazy. Anika says, thank you for keeping me company. I'm off to bed now. Good night. Night, night, Anika. Rest well. Dracoach says, have you seen those clay pots you dig a hole and put into your garden and fill with water and it slowly waters over time? I wonder if those could work. Granted, you need quite a few. I've looked into Oyas. Depending on how expensive it is to get our plumbing fixed, that would be my go-to option because I think they'd work fantastically. Possibly, hopefully, in our garden, but also to get or to make an Oya that's, I mean, we have how many raised beds? 8 raised beds. and then the full perimeter of the backyard is fully landscaped. And then around the chicken coop, and then we have the grapevine. So that'd be a lot of oyas. So it might just be cheaper to pay to get the plumbing done. Oh, hey, Zaborn. Oh, I forgot to update the title. We're actually making a whole bunch of earrings today. So we're going to come off of commercial mode, but we're back here just making little wire loop earrings for our upcoming event that we're vending at is Anime St. Louis. And so I'm really excited. Yeah, it'd be a bunch. Though I've like halfway got myself talked into just learning pottery and so I can make my own oyas because it might be the same price. That's my toxic trait, is thinking that I can do it and that it'll be affordable. Yeah, Laura says they would be a good investment because real soon water is going to be the new gold. Yep. Oyas. Am I pronouncing it correctly? I wonder if you can just use terracotta pots to make your own, or maybe it's not the same material. I've seen a tutorial on how to make my own out of terracotta pots. And that seemed, I'd have to do a price, like and kind of quote it out to see, but that may be the route to go. And I wonder if they would be if as effective. How's this, honey?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't mean to keep you waiting.
I changed the name.
Oh, on Kick?
Yeah.
Thank you, baby. Oh, right on. Zaborn says, I kind of wanted to know only because I make stuff out of polymer clay. Right on. Well, it's always nice to meet another polymer clay artist. That was last week. We were working on making some like polymer clay leaf canes. And then, I want to show y'all how that sculpture came out.
Oh, yeah.
Because it completely died in the oven. The mushroom stems, since they were very heavy on top, broke like halfway down because just being top heavy. I haven't varnished it yet, and I may add in just a little. I gotta pet that dog. Oh, I gotta pet that dog. He's laying there with his teeth. I petted that dog. Oh, I like dogs now. So this is how last week's sculpture came out. And I added in some of that like foam flocking mixed with craft glue. So now that's quite hard. But it all like glows in the dark. So that's what we were working on last week. And I just love it. But yeah, the stems like broke and I like draped over. It was horrible. So I just cut them and then hot glued them. And then I used this to cover all the hot glue. Well, thank you, you guys. I'm going to leave it over here so it can keep us company while we craft. Boop, boop. All right, let's see. But we're looking at clutches, like custom clutches. We found a spot where we could get them for wholesale. They're the little glass trophy domes that go over sculptures like that. Yeah. Oh gosh, I would love that, Zaborn. It says, can I make a suggestion for next time? I love that unakite. That's so pretty. And it's got that hunk of quartz in it. Okay, it's been an hour. Could you do a count for me, baby? How many earrings did we get made?
Yeah, all those.
Oh, they're in the bin? Okay. Okay, so make the stems first bake, then add the tops after. That's what I had done. The mushrooms were completely baked, and then I had added just a little bit, like the green bits to the top. But I'm using Cos clay, which is a rubberized polymer clay. So I think if I had done it out of Sculpey, it might have been fine. Just or I don't know, I might have had the same problem. I don't know. I didn't do any armature in them, but I didn't really feel like it. So I was being lazy. Yeah. Al says, you making earrings remind me that I have a ton to make. Come craft with us, Al. Thank you, Brenda. I love them. I love how, like, this one, we got it to, like, you may be able to spot just a little bit of light through there. That's like my new favorite thing, is doing the baked mushroom first, then adding on this clay, and then like making the spots and making it be like lifted.
Or you want to give them a hint as to your next sculpting?
What's my next sculpting video?
Not video idea.
Oh, what is it?
Fiber optic.
Oh, yes. Okay, so it is hyacinth season in my front yard. Like the hyacinths, the daffodils, and the crocuses are all just putting on a show, y'all. They're gorgeous. And I pick one little hyacinth bud and bring it into the house, and that way we can smell it, because a whole stem, oh my God, it's overpowering inside the house. But I was looking at them and I was like, I bet we can sculpt some little hyacinth flowers. And I actually have one. I can go grab it and show you, because I'm super open to suggestions. But I think I'm going to blend a little bit of that glow in the dark clay into, I will do it after I get done with these earrings, because I'm trying to be on like a time.
Oh, I realize you're being time efficient.
Well, it's trying. I wouldn't call it time efficient, but I'm trying, because it was like 4:09 when we started actually making the earrings. And so I wanted to see how quickly we did get them made once we had all the prep work done. Alson's, he's working on a bikini top. Ooh, chainmail or scale mail? Or is it stretchy? I think it'd be awesome wondering, like, it would be so cool to be able to be hourly on Kick, because we're thinking, again, depending on how it goes, after Anime St. Louis, that Randy may be getting a job outside of the house. And so in that case, I'm gonna be super freaking lonely. So I'm gonna be streaming like every day. But we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. If we can make it glow, why not? Ooh, a chainmail one. That's cool, Al.
What are the triangles?
The triangles?
Mm-hmm. That you decided were the best ones for making a chainmail, bro. You had me weave so many triangles and then weave them together.
Yeah. What? Like, is there a name for it, or an equilateral triangle? Yeah. But every single one of these earrings that we make is a hope that we'll be able to do well at Anime St. Louis, and Randy can stay here and help me with the business. But he's gotten jobs outside of the house before. It was not so bad. It was very lonely, but it got us through, and we'll do what we need to do to get through. I feel so lucky that Randy's willing to work through all sorts of different conditions, like, because he does very well at factory work, like he can drive forklifts and things. What?
There's a meme going around that's like, forklift certified. Damn, bro, there's some tricks for the rest of us.
But it's, so he'll usually go and he'll work, but driving forklift, or really whatever he gets hired for. But the underground wasn't so bad, but the dog food factory was miserable for you.
That was pretty bad. Dogs loved it.
Yeah, the dogs loved it. Oh my gosh, Harley, Sam, and Z, whenever he would come home from the dog food factory, because he was just caked in like just if you're baking and you're sweaty and you drop a 20-pound bag of flour, a couple of times. That's how much he would have built up on his skin. Of dog food powder, like the kibble. And Harley was a Great Dane. And so she was like right up in his face, just loving, like, it was just like a gingerbread man dog treat of Randy would come into the house and he'd go directly into the shower. Whereas at the underground, he worked at like a mile underground in a refrigerated like environment. And you seemed to enjoy that better than anywhere else you had worked.
Yeah, it was cold. It was nice.
It was nice and cold until you got paid.
Yeah, that sucked.
And then you were like, I'm working too hard for this. But this is going to sound selfish, but we have reaped that benefit directly of your tremendous work ethic. Like
whole body Cheeto dust.
Like a whole body Cheeto dusting, but dog food? Yes. Yep. And the worst part of it, I think, was, having to drive out into all sorts of weather. Like whenever the roads are icy and stuff, it's really nice to, like, that's one of my favorite luxuries is whenever it's crappy weather, we can just choose to not go anywhere. So we've probably dodged a whole lot of hardship by just not having to go out into it when it's like crappy and icy outside. But we'll see how it goes. Isaborns has been there. Yeah. Oh
no. Oh. I have to bite the cup. Suck your coffee through your teeth.
Oh, this is great for my tooth enamel. I got wire in my coffee. Give me a sec. I have to.
16.
16 pairs of earrings? What's that times 5? We need to make more expensive earrings. So I need to work faster.
$80. So $40 an hour for both of us. I guess that's not so bad.
There's no wire. Cool.
You'll find it in 8 hours.
Yeah. Do some vids on TikTok about being at Anime St. Louis. Lydia is telling me to do social media posts to TikTok.
At Anime St. Louis?
About going to Anime St. Louis. That's a good idea. I'm having a mental health break from social media because it sucks ass to have to just crap out content.
And also, ain't nobody got time to Anime St. Louis to record now.
Well, no, that's my plan was we'd record when we get there, but I was gonna let Maddie do it. Like, I'm from the wrong decade. I don't enjoy social media. Like, Tricut just says same. I haven't posted anything in so long. It's just like no part of me whenever we were starting our business was like, ooh, I can't wait to have to post something to the internet for validation every day. No, I wanted to do this like,
I don't think Anime St. Louis needs help getting people in the door.
No, yeah, and no, I think it was just a promoting that we're there. Or yes, may help support people to go there. How many anime fans do we have watching right now, just for science? Like,
yeah, that's a good point.
Because, like, Randy and I watched some anime. Oh, okay. Hey, babe, how do I switch off the emojis bouncing all over the screen?
Go to OBS.
Okay.
Where you at?
Craft stream.
Okay.
Chat box.
Yep.
Emotes bounce.
Yep.
Off.
There you go.
There we go. We got you. Social media, chuck it in the fuck it bucket. That's what I've done, Tashers. Immediate quality of life upgrade. I'm a fan of anime. Right on. Well, y'all, we're going to be at Anime St. Louis. And if y'all want to come and hang out, it's an awesome convention. Randy and I aren't going to be able to leave the booth very much, but we'll be there. You guys watch the new show that's out on Netflix, Sakamoto Days? It's so funny. We haven't. I'm not a huge anime lover, but my boyfriend likes anime, and we started watching that one while eating dinner, and I love this one. Oh, what was it we had just watched? The not repossessed. He got resurrected.
Oh, Jobless Reincarnation.
Jobless Reincarnation. I really enjoyed that one.
It's got its moments, but if you can get through that, it gets super deep.
Well, I loved how it was so like tropey.
It was very tropey.
It was very tropey, but then it would sneak in some, deep like emotional stuff, and I'm like, ooh, I like
that. Sakamoto Days, is that the one about the retired assassin?
So it's left to my own devices. I don't know how much anime I would watch, but Randy enjoys it, and I really enjoy it. Like, I love Dragon Ball. Like, it's just, they're fun. Like Teen Titans.
Which Teen Titans?
Right on. Teen Titans, not Go.
Yeah. Not Go.
Not Go. The Teen Titans stay at home. Like, here you go, baby. We got some more earrings for you. Right on. I'll be right here.
How you holding it?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you take this into the kitchen for me?
Did I
Maybe.
Ooh.
It's a Japanese manga series. Right on. Yeah, original Dragon Ball. Delicious Dungeon. Ooh, I've not heard of that one. Because, like, I really like the animes that, like, take forever long. And there's kind of a lot of repeat from, like, last time on Dragon Ball Z. And it's like 10 minutes of the episode is whatever happened on the last episode. Because I can craft through them. If it's too interesting or, like, too visual, or if I have to, like if it's subbed instead of dubbed, I'm not going to get anything done. Yeah, a bunch of hitmen are after a bounty that was put on his head after he retired. It's done really well. It's not super serious. Oh, I love that. My kid has educated me how I do love Teen Titans. I recognize the names. Right on. They argue about what recipe to cook the monsters with. Oh my god, I would get so fat. Oh, like fatter. Like, we can't, unless we're eating, we can't watch cooking shows because I'll be like, Randy, we gotta go cook that. Have you seen the anime series Crying Freeman or Ronin Warriors? I don't think so. Dragon Ball Z is still the bomb, right? I'm not like super excited about Daima, mostly because it's subbed and I'm like, I can't watch it if I have to read it because of my smooth brain. Thatcher says I'd be unstoppable if I could craft and read at the same time. Man, it just reminds me of, I was trying to brush my teeth and blow dry my hair at the same time last night because I really wanted to go to bed like faster. And after like the third time of accidentally, because I've got one hand like doing a toothbrushing motion that I'm not going to do on camera, and then my other hand would start to mimic that same motion, and I kept hitting myself in the head with the hair dryer. So I worry that if I could read and craft at the same time, I would just be doing both poorly. So yeah, I decided to go ahead and I turned off the hair dryer, set it down, finished brushing my teeth, and it's like, okay, let's blow dry our hair. Oh, classic anime series? Okay. Ronin Warriors sounds familiar, but after so long of going to the anime conventions, they've all kind of bled together. And it's difficult to tell some of the characters apart now, too. Learning to crochet while listening to audiobooks. Right on. At the moment, I'm still playing Skyrim. Nice. We tried to start watching the Rurouni Kenshin remake, and it just makes me want to watch the original. like is all. But it's not really capturing my attention. So I think we're gonna have to dig out and hook up our DVD player so we can watch our old Animu DVDs. It's true, but this is reading with my brain. That's the whole thing. Most of the time, I need eyes and brain to retain anything. This sounds nuts. No, I got you. That makes sense. I figure if I'm gonna do something, I should just fully do it. Excuse me. Heavy Metal Alchemist, is that Full Metal Alchemist or is that a different thing? I really liked that show. I'd watched Full Metal Alchemist and then Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood came out, and we were like, I liked having watched both. I still preferred the first one, even though it's not like as parallel to the manga. I don't read mangas, so because I don't have manga reading money. I'm just gonna say I know that you can read them for free online, but I also know I'm the kind of person who like is gonna want them in book form, and I'm like, I can't right now. Like it is. But I think I like the other one better just because it's the one that I had watched first, like and rewatched and rewatched, and like I was in high school at the time. And so it's like, and then to have watched Brotherhood. Whereas I think if I had watched Brotherhood first, I probably would have liked that one better. So not super torn up about it. Okay, so we've got these ready for my Wendy. Do, 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 do. All right, so now we can pull out more. Yeah, whatever you watch first, you end up liking more because of the good old nostalgia. Oh, that's potent stuff. All right, let's see. Well, I guess I'm going to go through some of our other beads. Yeah. Well, I've got those ready for you, honey. What's up, my love?
You want to use this?
I don't guess so.
Okay, I'm going to steal the power.
Go for it. Ooh, we've got...
I don't know. I kind of feel like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood suffers from the same...
Can you mic up? Thank you.
So, my opinion on it is I feel like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood suffers from the same, like, problem that this new Rurouni Kenshin remake suffers from, in that it doesn't capture the charm of the original. In that Brotherhood, it skips, like, it goes through the same story beats as the original Fullmetal Alchemist, but it does it way faster, so you miss out on all of those small little nuances of what made things particularly interesting or particularly impactful. It just
Okay.
kind of glosses over it to catch up to the part of the story that they haven't told yet.
Gotcha.
And to my knowledge, that's not the case with the Rurouni Kenshin. It is, they're trying to remake it,
Oh,
kind
yeah?
of beat for beat, but they're making small changes, and it's in the animation. Like they've lost that
The animation
cutesy
style
spark.
of like that hand-drawn look
Yeah,
was so... I enjoyed it because it looked unique.
it was telling a story with the visuals as well.
Yeah,
not
that's true.
just doing the
Whereas
same
it kind of looked like every other cartoon I've seen in the past decade to see the remake.
Yeah,
Like, and that was something that I like. If I'm going to sit down and take the time to watch something with my eyeballs, I want it to be like, wow, to my
tell a
eyeballs.
story.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna take some 4mm. Gosh, these are the kinds of conversations that have literally started fights in front of our booth before at anime conventions. So I'm here getting like anxiety. Like I'm like, please don't argue about which animes are better. Like,
well,
feel free to argue about which animes are better, but also at the same time, like I've seen friends go to fisticuff over like, that's my favorite anime, and then it's like strangers get involved. I'm like, oh, things are getting a little heated. I also really miss the way filler episodes were more common with most of the older anime. Yeah, like, and I like it. A lot of that I think has to do with how it's used to. They'd have a new episode every week, and it would air on like traditional television. And so to have a filler episode, if you missed any episodes, or like I guess those are the callback episodes, it was just kind of nice. I thought to get reminded of some of the things that maybe it's been 20 weeks since you watched that. Colleen says, LOL, too busy crafting to argue. Oh, thank goodness. Ooh, anime art is what I truly love. That's very cool. Michelle says, I wish I could read a book without falling asleep in the first chapter, so I do audiobooks right on. Well, hey, that might be just the trick if ever you've got a touch of insomnia or something. I'm loving how that's looking. I'm going to go ahead and bend this off to the side. Randy. A trick watcher says those kinds of fights I always find to be so silly. Not everyone is going to enjoy the same stuff, and that's okay. Yeah. But as Randy says, it's okay to be wrong. Like, okay. He's like, it's okay. He's such a menace. So getting those threaded on. I'm loving these big tiger's eye. What up, baby?
When you go to close the ring and you can feel it crack, and you're like,
uh-oh. That stuck tiger isn't going to be too heavy for an earring. I don't think so. I mean, you'll know that you're wearing it.
Some people into that.
Oh, Cat and Cauldron says she's lost visual and audio. Can't see chat though. Kind of disembodied chat is kind of weird. We'll try to jump in when I fix whatever is going on. Oh, okay. Randy says try refreshing, hopefully.
Well, if she can't hear us, then
oh yeah, that's true. Hope to finish my charcoal pencil water fantasy dragon. Painted 3 parts now. 1 and 2 over 2 hours. Can't really wait to finish it, but lives takes longer. They really do. I am so much more productive when I'm not streaming, but I love streaming and getting to hang out with y'all. There we go. And also, this is why I'm going to be making a 10 millimeter as well. So we've got our 12 millimeter bead and then our 10 millimeter bead. Because like I love big earrings, but really if they're very heavy, I'm probably not going to wear them very much. But I don't just make jewelry for myself. Hey Kimberly, how's it going? Kimberly says, wow, I haven't caught a live in a very long time. Glad to be here. Ooh, how have you been doing? Randy says, welcome back. Dun, 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 dun. La, da, 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 dun, 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 dun. I've got some that are getting that involved and can't testing the weight. Need to have my ears re-pierced. Gotcha. And I've found it really helps me if I wear heavier ears to wear one of those large earring backs that has like kind of a larger circle. It's not just a little silicone, and that helps kind of counterweight and support. But I'll also give myself like little ear massages. But I've always got like a low grade headache just from my glasses being on. Oh.
Did you hear that?
Was that Mr. Puddums?
That's somebody. That's some kitty.
Let me go check on Mr. Puddums. Oh, it's children. Boo. Thought it was a stray cat.
Less excited.
Less excited. Yeah. Hey, Brooke, how's it going? That does sound like a cat meowing, though. Yeah. Well, they're out there with their parents. They're fine.
What, the cat?
No, the children. No, Mr. Puddums is our neighbor's cat. But I do feed him every time he comes over, and he is a big sweetie, but we can't have any more pets right now. Ooh, the weather is getting much nicer, so that's good. Yeah, Colleen says, I love Randy being close enough for us to hear his comments. Me too. Though he kind of acts out for attention sometimes, but I suppose that's okay. Why? I would never. Batting his little eyelashes. I declare. Oh, baby. Okay, so now we've got some, y'all want to see some beads? Boom. I'm looking for some of the darker red agate to go along with these carnelian beads. Whoop! No, I dropped it. I gotta go. Oh, that looks so cool.
Well, I hope he won't be ours in the future.
Children, he will be yours in the future. I really hope those neighbors start actually taking care of their pets. Would be great. That way I don't have to keep adopting them and then being heartbroken when they pass away. But better to have loved and lost, I suppose. Where the hell is that bead at? Bead, where is you? Yeah. Hey, Wendy. It was one of the square roundel beads. Yeah. Like the little brass toned ones. Oh, thank you. I found it. Huzzah. Alrighty. Would love if neighbors took care of their pets. I mean, really, because it's like that's how we found Callie. That's how we came across Millie. Mud season. I do declare. So neighbors still taking pets and not caring for them? Yes, they currently have 2 dogs in where their chickens used to be that they just leave out there barking all day, even through the very cold weather that we had and stuff. And so I'm like my face is getting hot just thinking about it. So I'm going to go ahead and change subjects. But no, and we're not looking to replace Z and Ember. So when the time is right, other pets will come into our life. Today is not that day. I don't know, Brooke. But like I said, I'm getting upset. So I'm going to just kind of, it is so far out of my realm of control. All I can do is make sure that whatever animals show up in my yard don't go hungry. And that's all I can offer at this time. Right? I love the carnelian. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah. Well.
Oh, what?
Well, that was different. Thank you for letting me know. The camera crapped out.
Oh, yeah, sure.
There we go. Yeah, it did. That's weird. I'm wondering if purple's going to. Was there an update? Could it have been the update to OBS?
No, given the fact that it's the device itself that's crapping out.
Gotcha. Oh no. I hope the devices aren't crapping out. Yep. Deep breath, deep breath. What's up, Tashers? Bye, Bodega. Thanks for hanging out. I'll say that there's one neighbor who does their absolute best to take care of their pet, but he's an escape artist, and it's not the type of pet you'd think. It's a tortoise, and they can't figure out how he keeps escaping, but he can't get very far very fast. Right on. And it's I've tried my best and still had chickens who would get loose and stuff. So it's like I understand that, but there's also nothing nice to say. So beep boop. I impulse bought myself a soldering kit. Oh, have you soldered anything yet? Like, is this for stained glass or electronics? Our hyperthyroid kitty Gratch went for his checkup and gained a whole pound. He now qualifies for the iodine therapy, which will make him all better. Oh, the new meds work. Oh, Tashers, that's fantastic news. I missed, but did y'all get your standing desk from? It said Amazon, but I wanted to double check. Yes, we got it from Amazon. And it's wonderful to be able to just, I hope it hasn't been too shaky with the camera, me bumping the desk, but being able to not have to fool about with any of the tripods and to just be able to bring the desk up and then back down. Very nice. Congrats on leveling up.
Level 5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give
Michelle a run for her money.
Yeah.
Mishka. Okay, so there's that one. And then we've just got 2 more. Let me dig out some more tiger's eye beads. The standing desk is going to be what I get next time for sure. I need to be able to play games while standing. Sometimes, oddly enough, sitting can be tiring. It does make sense. And oh my God, y'all, I started playing a video game with Brandy and it is so much fun. And I'm hoping that today after our live stream, Randy and I may go for a little bit of a walk. And then we might play some games. Got any games? Dark Age of Camelot. His mistress.
Don't be jealous.
I'm not jealous. Just because he met her first. No, it's Camelot's the game that he played before we started dating. And I'll lose my husband for a few weeks every couple of years to this game. He'll just be playing. What? But no, we won't get to hang out very much and he loses me to The Sims. So for like 2 weeks out of the year, we just look the other way while the other person goes and spends all of their time with this video game. You think that's an accurate way of putting it, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says. But I figured this time I'd play with him because he was like kind of bummed out because he's like, none of my friends, like, I mean, we're all like in our like mid to late 30s now. None of our friends have time. And yeah, a lot of our friends have kids and, jobs and lives and relationships and stuff. And so workaholic Randy and I over here are like, well, I guess we'll just play with ourselves. Or I guess
I'm tired of playing myself.
Hey guys, and good night. Off to bed as I've gotten early morning. Hi and bye, Amanda. Absence makes the heart grow fonder. It does. Oh, the levels are just over on Kick. It's just a way of the more you participate in chat, the faster you level up. And whenever we get to level 10, we're going to do whoever gets to level 10 wins whatever we're giving away. I figured I'd worry about that when we got closer to level 10. It might be like a cute little sculpture or something, or a coupon, or right. Well, thank you. Melon beads. That's what they're called. They're like little fluted melon beads. But I just love those textures together, and I love carnelian. We just started playing Minecraft again. We do this like once a year, it seems. Nice. It's okay. My boyfriend and I both game. It's how we met. Right on. And we'll both get stuck on some games sometimes, and we're in the same room, but we'll go hours not saying anything, but we're both fine with it. I like just being like in the same space as each other, like just in events. Phrasing. What'd I say? My son's name is Lancelot, so of course we had to play Camelot. No way, are you serious? DAOC, like Dark Age of Camelot. that come out the same year as EverQuest, or?
It came out in 2001. EverQuest came out, I think, in '99.
Okay, shortly on the tails of EverQuest. But whenever we first got together, I'm not a gamer. Like, I like Tetris sometimes until my eyeballs hurt. And then.
Because you don't blink, you monster.
Well, I can't blink. It's Tetris. And I played Spyro the Dragon to a 100% file when I was a kid, but that was it. Well, and then sometimes I'd play Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. There was a little bit of gaming, but I never identified. I was never good at it. I lost years of my life to The Sims, but I did not lose them. Those were years well spent. I love playing The Sims, but I don't consider myself a gamer. Like, I'm not good at Call of Duty or Fortnite or any of the stuff where you have to be fast and good at aiming. I could never get the hang of Halo. Because if you have to go with one hand and then look with the other hand, on the little knobs, I get seasick. So it's just, it doesn't work out. But I did play a game with Randy called Smite. That was a good entry level game. And so I was able to get a little better and be able to WASD Call of Duty. I'm glad you like that, Tashers. but yeah, I'm just playing dolls virtually. I don't consider myself a gamer. I just like playing The Sims. Oh, and Cheese Farm Simulator, because it's a resource management stronghold. Is that what it's called? Okay. But Randy and I played Smite together quite a bit, and that was a lot of fun because we were able to group up with our friends, and there weren't constantly new maps, or I could get familiar and not get lost. And matches were only 20 minutes, so it wasn't a huge time investment, because that's one of my really big thing too, that unless I'm chasing the dragon and playing Sims for 2 weeks, I don't have time to do something that's going to take all day. So we played Smite, and now I know what hot bars are, I think. And Randy can be hit your number 1, and I know what that means. And so now I've been able to baby step my way up to playing Camelot, hopefully. I've only played it with him once. I would play Crash Bandicoot and Rugrats after my kids went to bed, and they would wake up and get mad at me for being at a level higher. That's awesome. Have you done Stardew Valley? I think you'd love that one. I haven't. It seemed like a really big time investment. Harvest Moon? Yeah. Those do seem like they'd be really fun. And if I'm ever sick in bed, I think that's when it would be all right, I'm going to get addicted to this. What do you think?
I mean, it's up to you. I don't know.
You're just sitting back there with just a little smile, just looking mischievous.
Yeah, just read the chat over your shoulder.
Oh.
It's easier to read it there than on the phone.
Ooh, I just got a carnelian ring in the mail today. Oh, right on. Bit of EverQuest 2 for a little while. I did ESO. What's ESO? Now with my boyfriend sometimes. I started with Morrowind. Elder Scrolls Online, is that what that is? Yeah. Okay, with my grandpa when I was little, one of the main games I learned to play. Oh, that's awesome. And then I used to play Halo together years ago, but now I only play Stardew Valley with a friend and maybe Temple Run when on the bus. Right on. Oh, what's another one? We played Champions of Norath. Oh!
Did we play that?
Randy would escort me through the dungeons and kill all the bad guys, and I would just take all of the loot. Like a goblin. But that's part of what got me interested in costuming, is I loved the costumes from Champions of Norath. Do you like Doom? I watch Randy play, but that's a little it stresses me out. And I'm violence.
And did you really need to see what was inside that guy's head?
Yep.
It's oh, what I can do.
And then they'll shoot me in the game, and I'm stop doing that. And I'm not good at dodging. And I'm not good at aiming. And I'm not good at it's just Like, I'm the person that you want to be on the other team that like you're fighting against to make it like easy to win. I played EverQuest and WoW. Right on. A loot goblin is a very important role, man. I like to kill an ants. There was like a whole level where we were in a dungeon that was like just a tunnel, so I didn't have to worry about aiming. I just had to kill the ants that were in front of me. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, you did get a very, very satisfying. I mean, we started gardening and there were ants everywhere.
Yeah,
so I get it.
It was very cathartic. If they had like a squash bug level, I'd just go play that at the end of a long day. Like just played Heroes of Might and Magic, all of them, and take turns starting a campaign. There were 7 of us, so it was a very cool family affair. Oh, that's cool. D&D, yeah.
Interested in Baldur's Gate 3.
Randy says he's interested in Baldur's Gate 3. That does look neat. Does it have a multiplayer?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I like the Switch. It's a pretty nice platform.
Yeah, next month we get to find out when the next one's coming.
Woo!
Switch too.
Yeah, I like watching Randy play Zelda. It's like some of these video games now almost look like
movies.
They look like movies. Well, it looks like you're playing an anime, like with the music and with the cutscenes, and then it's like it's just an interactive anime for some of them. And then you eat a bunch of apples.
Well, I was gonna say
when you're climbing.
You didn't watch too much of Ghost of Tsushima.
I did. Ghost of Tsushima was gorgeous.
It was very pretty.
Like it looked like watching an anime.
But rather realistic looking.
Yeah.
And then I enjoyed Spider-Man,
but not
near as much as I enjoyed Ghost of Tsushima.
Right on. My brother has Baldur's Gate 3. He seemed to indicate that it was multiplayer, but on a smaller scale, like Defo, not a MMO. Gotcha. Yeah, I get tired if I have to, like, we were playing Ninja Turtles together the other day, and like my hands were cramping because it was an arcade style, and I'm like a button masher. But I was like, Randy, I need a break. I can't keep up. And he was like, stop crying. We have a lot of work to do.
We're close to the Technodrome. We've got to keep up.
Yep. Ooh, Nancy says Final Fantasy, all of them. Randy really enjoys himself some Final Fantasy games.
I like the older ones.
He says he likes the older ones.
I haven't given the newer ones a try.
Right on. When was the last one you played?
Numerically?
Excuse me. What's the deepest into the Final Fantasy? Like, did you ever get past Final Fantasy 13?
Yeah, I beat 13.
Did you beat 14?
14 is the online.
Okay. You've played a little bit of online, right? Yeah. Did you play Final Fantasy 15?
I've not played 15, 16.
How far are they now?
I'm not sure if they're on 17.
Oh, thank you guys. I didn't mean to sneeze in your ear. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love big, dummy thick gemstones. Godzilla. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. What?
I was about to say, you want to have a Ninja Turtles marathon?
Well, we do have 2 slices of leftover pizza.
And that's it. That's all we've got.
Well, and then we have those freezer pizza. And I have more frozen pepperoni, and we can just dip that in like marinara sauce when we run out of pizza. Just saying.
We shouldn't. Is what I'm saying.
I am here to tempt you into. I'm always down for a Ninja Turtle marathon. Ooh, Brooke says, I got the Final Fantasy 1 through 6 collection for Christmas. I'm working through all of them. Ooh, do you have any favorites from those earlier ones? When I was in middle school, I started collecting the Final Fantasy soundtracks because a boy that I liked really liked the Final Fantasy games. And I was like, well, I'm going to Google that, or whatever before Googling it was the term that we used.
I'm going to ask Jeeves about it.
Ask Jeeves about it. And I didn't know anything about the video game, but I heard the music and being in band, I was just like, because it's so epic. And like, there was the soundtrack from Final Fantasy X, I think is my favorite. But like all of them, they were like the best music to put on to just like look dramatically out the window or whatever it is middle schoolers do. Sephiroth.
Yeah, I need to actually sit down one day and finish Final Fantasy VI.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Like I would go watch a Final Fantasy symphony, like concert. That would be so cool. There you go. That's the last one. That's those earrings. Now I'm going to work on these beads that we had pulled out. Well, thank you. I'm going to have that stuck in my head for a couple of days now. It's good stuff. I like the... Brooke says 6, released as 3 originally in the US, is my all-time favorite. Right on. Ooh, Queen of Hearts says, do you price jewelry show same as online? Do you adjust because of shipping? We just charge shipping. That way, because if I adjusted our pricing for shipping, then everything on our website would be a little higher. Whereas we can keep our jewelry prices, like we'd still list these as 5, but you could get like 5 pairs of earrings and still just pay for 1 batch of shipping. So I hope that answers your question, Queen of Hearts. It's better than the Manamana song. That's true. Ooh, they have Final Fantasy on the Switch too.
That's where I got it.
Right on. Okay, so I'm going to see if we can use some of these beads over here, because I've got all of these guys and they make me a little wild because they're not in with my other bead like styles. I was going to say flavors and I'm like, no, that's not right. I'm going to use these Rainbow Obsidian and these cute little, oh, I love these. These are some of my favorite rondels, you guys. It's just a little like coiled jump ring style. It's cast, so it's not actually a coiled jump ring.
By the way, you've got 11 minutes.
Excuse me. Okay. Am I supposed to do something other than make earrings? Or? Okay. Well, thank you for letting me know, baby. I'm going to see if I can get 5 pairs of earrings made in... I can't even count earrings. In a couple of minutes. Okay, so there's those, and there's those. Sephiroth. Could be flavors if you're brave enough. Ooh, these are so pretty. These have already been made into, well, hot dog. What do you think of that, honey?
Perfect.
Well, there you go. Ooh, those are gorgeous. I can't just keep doing this. I'm never going to... You know what? I'm just going to enjoy myself. Let's pick out 2 of these that look like which size would fit. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. Start drinking dandelion tea for the allergies. It does work. Right on. Thank you for the advice. Yeah, we've started sleeping with the humidifier on, and that always helps. But I do think I'm starting to get some allergies. I mean, that makes sense. All the trees are just blowing up with pollen and stuff outside. Okay, I think those are the only 2 that I have that are that 6mm faceted size. At least in this little... But yeah, I thought I would enjoy... I made a bunch of little links with some cute little square beads. Whoop. Oh, mercy.
Oh, no.
Where did it go? Oh, there it is.
Oh, no.
But yeah, we could totally utilize these for making some danglies.
Oh, no.
Yeah, these red wire cutters really are the best.
What's that from? Oh, yeah.
I can't
Planet of
think.
the Apes.
Yes, Planet of the Apes.
I loved that meme. Like, they get recycled into everything, and I
Mm-hmm.
loved it. I was for it. It drove Maddie insane.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was like, I hate that stupid meme, and I'm like, oh,
Well,
no.
do you recall that hating that meme became a meme?
No.
Yeah. Maddie had sent me a few of them because she was like, this is me, this is how I feel. And I was like, oh God, I'm sorry. Because you sent her so many of that meme. They were funny, but when you're sick of something, you're sick of it, you know? I don't think you've ever gotten sick of. Yeah.
Are those disco cut?
These are disco cut, yeah. Sephiroth. Caesar dog. All right, let's see. It says that then you can make a lot in a short time. Oh, we can? God bless Captain America. If I keep dropping stuff, I'm gonna lose my dang old mind. All right, there it is. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Oh, because I'm getting dizzy when I stand up straight. Because I stand up too fast. Sorry, I didn't mean to lose my temper, you guys. So I'm using one of these ball head pins. And I'm just going to keep streaming until I'm done with these, honey. Threading on the bead. Oh, I think that's very pretty. Boom, boom. Oh, okay. So I'm just going to do the bend, and then we're going to move on to the next style, or to the other bead. There we go. But yeah, I love these, and I wonder if I'd be able to make some of my own. But I just love how they just stack so nicely with a whole variety of bead shapes. Because I just love how they stack. Hey, Amber Kitty. Amber Cat. Are these a number 8 bead hole? I'm not certain what that means.
Are they seed beads?
No, these are like a 4mm rainbow obsidian. The little black beads that I'm using. They're gorgeous. Oh, I didn't pull out enough of them. Well, creep. What? What?
Can't say it.
Why not?
Because I can't say it.
Oh, okay.
Think about what you said.
I have no idea what I said. Oh. Where'd those beads go? No, here they are. Oh no. Well, I'm just gonna have to pull out a different kind of bead then because I don't have enough of those. So what color should we do then with those turquoise toned magnesite? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Well, maybe I have some here in this drawer.
Hey, Yvette.
Hey, Yvette, how's it going? Bronze? Ooh, that's a good idea. I have these. Well, they're like a swirled sardonyx. And I thought that'd be nice.
No matter how you cook it, it's still
Yeah. So we're going to thread that on. How are you doing today, Yvette? Popping in before I leave for work. Or leave work. How have you been doing? Ooh, purple goes well. Oh, I bet it does.
get groceries.
I have to get groceries. See you guys later. Friday stream. We don't know yet if we're having a Friday stream. Hopefully. My poi and hoop will have been repaired and returned by then. If not, we'll be putting it off for actually this Friday regardless. We won't because family's coming to town. No stream this Friday, but we will be having our Friday premiere. Unless plans change again. Which is my favorite. It's not my favorite. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Bye, Chocacha. Have fun getting groceries. Okay, and then I've got just a couple more. 3 more.
Like 3 more pairs.
Well, that I need to pull ear hooks out for. Okay, wait. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have a total of 6 pairs over here, honey. I think I want to do bronze with these ones here. Is this a large enough bead, I wonder? Right on. Choo choo, all aboard the struggle bus. A little bit of okay. Oh, Lydia says, what is Friday premiere? At 3 p.m. on Fridays, we. Oh no, these aren't even the same bead. Or are they? Yes, they are. Okay. Ah! Oh, it fell out. I am such a butterfingers today. That's okay though. We at 3 p.m. we have a premiere on Friday where our new tutorials, like they're all up already. You can go and click notify me about the premieres on here on YouTube. And it's just the videos pre-recorded, but the chat is live. So that way if anybody's watching the video and they have any questions, I can go ahead and answer it live for them. Oh, I love these. Oh, crap. I didn't pull out enough of these either. Oh, gotcha. Okay. We'll miss you, but I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I understand. Like, we'll miss you, but I hope everything's all right. So I'm going to just take these ones from the other side. There we go. This style of little like bead frame is my absolute favorite thing right now. Like, I think it's so cool to be able to just, I love the texture that it adds. I've got some more of these. We'll do some purple beads in the future with these because I'm going to try that. All right, so if we're doing that, okay, I'm going to pull out more of those other black beads just because I liked them so well. Oh, these ones actually have a little bit of like a iridescence to them. 1, 2, and oops, 3, 4. We'll probably make a special trip to see you guys in the record barn another time, though. Okay, just let us know.
Let's see, when's Maddie's graduation?
End of May typically is when graduations happen. So other than Anime St. Louis and going to see Maddie's graduation, we're basically home until Dragon Con. With, you know, maybe a few other things going on, but
one random camping trip.
Yeah, at least one random camping trip. Thank you so much for the follow, Wandering. So we stream every Monday here recently and in the, you know, foreseeable future, from 3 to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, which normally we'd be logging off, but I am going to get these earrings to completion just because that's my work day and I don't clock out until my work's done.
Just kind of anime.
Oh,
yeah, that was a good anime.
That was that Soul Eater?
Yeah.
That was. I enjoyed that silliness. Oh, why are my arms? There's no way my arms are this sore from fishing yesterday.
I don't know. Do
that. Owie. My friggin' arms. I think I'm going to look for fishing gear on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay. I think that is something that could be done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Well.
You just want an excuse to get on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah. So? Al says, Vaughn, do you have any videos on beading wire? You know, Al, I'm so sorry. I still don't.
Just asking.
Just asking so patiently.
Friends, you know?
When I'm hearing, I'm like, dang, I feel stiff. And then I did record baby steps 2 days in a row. And that's 60 minutes of waving my arms around. And I did poi in yesterday's baby step.
You did?
Just a little bit. I was like, if you guys have any socks with beans in them, this is what we would do with that.
Grab your nunchucks.
Just grab your nunchucks.
Like
I was recording. Bye, Hannah. Thanks so much for hanging out. I was recording one of our baby steps, and Randy's usually sitting just in the other room doing his thing while I'm doing that. And I was like, okay, pull out your nunchucks. And then, because there's this shoulder stretch that I do where I'm holding on to, and I bet that'd feel real good right now. Using my, and Randy's like, afterwards, he was like, you know, most people don't just have like nunchucks. And I was like, why would you not have nunchucks? Like, it was unfathomable to me.
What do you mean they don't?
What do you mean they don't have nunchucks? And then the next time I was doing that stretch, he was also in the other room, and I was like, or you could pull out your stretchy banana. And he afterwards he's like, babe, most people don't have a stretchy banana.
One person's gonna get that joke.
So I was like, oh.
2 people are gonna get that joke, and they're in chat right now.
Ooh, and buy gemstones too on the marketplace.
Oh, she found me.
Ember Cat. She's like, why are you not holding me? Do 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 do. Ba da 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 da. Let me see. Oh, yeah.
Why are your feet wet?
Laura says that would be me.
Why are your feet wet? What have you done?
She's like, why are you asking all these questions, nosy? Oh, hey, Lynn. Lynn says, hey, Yvonne. Hey. Just love your tutorials, and I'm glad I found you today. I forgot how funny you are. Right on. Well, I hope you're having a good day. We appreciate you stopping by. Yep. Oh, which did y'all see? We were playing Hide the Banana again. Oh, I don't think you can see it. It's right here. Well, since I just spoiled it, but we played Hide the Banana. And which I don't know how many bananas might be on screen right now, though. I don't know. No, my other banana is stuck in its hammock. My aerial yoga hammock. I was using the banana as a neck pillow. It's perfect for when we're just a bunch of bananas in our hammock. Dan says dinner is so good. Thick cut pork chops, potato salad, and fresh carrots. Ooh, are they like raw carrots or are they cooked fresh carrots? So I was gonna ask, how do you prep your carrots? Because I've been really loving carrots lately. I have a feeling stretchy bananas will make an appearance this year. Well, they're excellent for stretching your shoulders if you don't have nunchucks. So, though they also do work as nunchucks. Randy proved that. So, that sounds delicious, though, Dan. Cooked because I don't have any teeth left. Right on. I've been doing our carrots simmered. Randy's laughing. Yeah. Yeah. Randy says same, bro.
I know.
Excuse me. Oh,
like you got plenty of teeth.
Well, for now.
My hands in your mouth.
Are you talking about me or the cat?
You.
Oh.
Well, no. Yeah, but you mentioned it.
Oh, thank you.
What?
Don't put your hands in the cat's mouth. Leave her be. Oh, thank you, guys. I guess I do have a bit more allergies today. We had to close the whole house up because we were having like a freaking dust storm. Yeah, I think this is going to look wicked cool after we varnished it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think I'm just going to use that water-based polyacrylic instead of UV resin.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to hand these off to you, baby, so you can...
More hair than microphone.
Oh, really?
I was holding the cat.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. I like those.
Yeah?
Those are pretty.
I like them, too. Mother Nature is off her meds again. Well, it's that time of year. I don't mind sneezing. It's like, I'll get like headaches, though. Ugh, but it's the dust. I hope we get some rain.
I enjoy the cold shoulder and the hot flashes. But I don't enjoy Mother Nature's cold shoulder or the hot flashes.
Oh, yeah? What in the name of background do you use? Oh, I'm not certain what it's called, but we found it on Etsy. The streaming background.
Forest Magic?
Forest Magic or something. It was very affordable, and we're very pleased with it. And it was very easy to like implement. Yeah, thank you, baby.
So far, everything's just been in either image or media source.
An image or a media source? Okay. The watering eyes get to me. First got allergies 2 years ago. Okay. That's rough. Oh, Dan says we had tornadoes yesterday. Are y'all okay? Yeah, we're going to be putting together our annual tornado backpacks, which I think are also going to be, I'm going to take a look at it and figure out, because it was scary having, like, it was just a grass fire, but with how windy it was, it spread pretty quickly. And I looked at Randy and I was like, I genuinely never thought, like, all the stuff that I like to be prepared for here in the house is for, like, if the pipes are frozen or the power has gone out, like, because those are things that have happened pretty frequently. And then we have our tornado, it's just backpacks that we grab off the hook on the way down into the basement that has like some fresh snacks, like, well, fresh, like, granola bars and stuff, like stuff that can just sit in there, but it's not expired. They each have like a water filter, just like kind of generic prepper stuff. But I was like, if we had to, if there were an evacuation notice, we'd need to have something a little more easy to just grab and go. And so with it being this dry and stuff, we figure we'll just maybe put a duffel bag together and, probably keep our hard drives in there. Yeah, I am, but a few F2 and F3. Oh my goodness. Whew. Put a sticker in your front window with the number of types of pets you have in case something happens while you're away from the house. Then first responders will know what to look for. That's a really good idea. Yeah. Thank you, Laura. That's a really good idea. And then, well, that's a slippery slope because, you can only be prepared for so much. But it's just stuff that it's like, what would I have really hated to have lost in the, in a fire or something? Yeah. But there wasn't one, and I feel very, very lucky. But once I've had the thought that it's like, we should really have some drinking water on hand for whenever we have another boil notice, because we'll get flooding around here and they'll send out boil notices. And, so it's like, it's just nice to always have some bottled water on hand and different stuff because I can't plan for everything in the future, but I know I'm going to need to eat. I know I'm going to need to drink. I know I'm going to need some basic hygiene and like some of these other things. So what about poo-poos? Says Randy. So we have like baby wipes and like body wipes and stuff. And, we've slept in our van before. So if we can grab it and get out to the van and evacuate as necessary. But it gives me the peace of mind. And honestly, it's kind of like, I like to put on like my little doomsday calendar on my head and be like, okay, we're in World War Z. And, kind of like, be lighthearted about it. Yeah. But it's kind of fun, but only because it's like, haha, we're in danger. So but that was serious. I had Randy come and look outside because I was like, it is hazy. Like, it was crazy hazy. And I was like, we should close all the windows because this is going to get on everything. We didn't know that like 3 miles away everything was on fire. So whoopsie. All right, we're done with earrings, you guys. Let's look at what all we got made today. Which one is y'all's favorite style of earrings? The ones that are finished, says Randy. The best advice, don't store your mason jars empty. Filling your mason jars with water is a great way to store it and easy to refresh when you use the jars. Yep, that's true. That's what we do too. Like all my empty half-galloners. Well, I've got some that still need rinsed out from like the most recent batch of dumping the flour out into my use bin, but I'm glad to, Tashers. I think my favorites are these ones. But I don't know, I really like these tiger's eye. But thank you for the advice, you guys. The eyeballs are immediately drawn to the white circle ones, though I love them all. Which I thought these would look so cool for like, I don't know, just being like dramatic. Ooh, these purple ones too, though. Haven't seen these for like an hour. Ooh, oh.
I haven't seen these for an hour.
Yeah. And some nice little quartz crystal leaves. The melon beads with the square beads. Okay. Yes, those carnelian. I wonder if those how would those look on me, maybe? I don't know. I love carnelian, but I don't wear it much. Maybe I should fix that. Ooh, we're gonna do commercial mode because just last opportunity to shameless self-promotion. Over here on the side, we have video of some of the new cabochons that we have for sale at backtoearthcreations.com. We have a bunch of new juicy labradorites and dichroic glass. And if you guys are a YouTube channel member or a Patreon supporter or one of our kit subscribers, so if you're in our Happy Crafter Club, you should have gotten an email that has a 20% off coupon. And that's on just about everything in our shop, you guys. So hopefully, if there's something that catches your eye, you'll be able to get a pretty good deal on it. Oh, well, thank you, Kimberly. This one is, I'm test wearing it. But we were making puddle smash cabs for our March craft along kits. And I wanted to, sorry for the glitching. I don't know what's up with that. This one had some flaws on it. Like you can see, it's not as perfectly shiny, but I don't think something needs to be perfect to be beautiful. And so I was like, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it. And so I recorded a tutorial on how I wrapped this one as well. There's the back. And you can find it on our YouTube channel. It's listed as a premiere. So if you don't want to miss out, be sure to sign up for our free newsletters for one. But if you want like double duty, you can go to YouTube and click notify me, and YouTube will send you like an additional notification. So Crowbrain is well pleased. Excellent. But I love shiny stuff, you guys, and I can't help myself. I don't want to help myself. I just want to keep playing with shiny things. So, but yeah, I really liked getting to make it. And I'm finding my way back to an earlier style of wire wrapping that's a little bit more chaotic, a little less wire weavy, but still has some wire like coiling and weaving in it. So I'm really excited to get to share how we made it with you guys too. Oh, let's see. I think that's everything. We will, see y'all in Friday's tutorial. And until then, you guys, thank you so much for being here. My camera just died. Oh. I'm getting it. Thank you, though, baby. Maybe. Give me a sec. I'm gonna get my camera working, and then I can use my brain for something else. Ooh, do do do. Do 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 do. Oops. There we go. Okay. Camera's back up. Tasha says, thanks for the stream. So good to see you both as always. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. You too, Tashers. I'm really going to try to, do you know when you're going to be streaming this week? Because I keep missing, I'll get the notification, but I'm not like, I get it, my eyeballs on it at like 9 o'clock at night. And I'm like, shit, I missed it. But I want to come and hang out and be on the other side of the screen. Hey, Lori, we are still live. But we're fixing to log out. What do you think, baby?
That's what you can read.
Ooh. Okay, so for everybody on Kick, we're going to be doing a raid. For everyone on YouTube, I love you guys, and we will see you later. Off to shop those labradorites. Hope some are left. Good luck to you. But what do? I go here, right? To the YouTube. No? I don't end the YouTube stream first?
Nope.
Okay.
Can you host?
Where would I click host? It says, refresh. Okay, let me refresh. We're professionals. Host channel. Woo. Not Bush. All right, we're going to go raid Not Bush. And he's sculpting a dragon, and I've been wanting to watch him anyways. I love his whole like aesthetic and everything. Okay, I will see y'all next time. And until then, you guys, happy crafting. I click the button. Okay, I click that. And then, and then I'm going to go click this.
Not yet.
Not yet? Do. Where? To the left?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Scroll down.